This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Hey, this is Sammy from Barrel Age Chicks. We're here in 2024, y'all. And here we have, to kick off the new year, an episode that was lost in our vaults, actually. It was recorded back in August, and that would be The Breakfast Club. We hope that you enjoy. Stay tuned for our next episode, Serial Mom, which is our first fan request for 2024. And we can't wait to go through all of the films that we have selected for this year with you, our fans. Thanks for listening.
It is now 7:06. You have exactly 8 hours and 54 minutes to ponder the error of your ways. Any questions?
Yeah. Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
A brain, a beauty, a jock, a rebel, and a recluse.
Can't believe this is really happening to me.
Before this day is over, they'll break the rules.
Chicks cannot hold their smoke. That's what it is.
Bare their souls.
I'm a nymphomaniac.
Are your parents aware of this?
Take some chances.
Being bad feels pretty good, huh?
And touch each other in a way they never dreamed possible.
Why'd you do that?
Because I knew you wouldn't.
The Breakfast Club. They only met once,
I don't want to be alone anymore.
You don't have to be.
but it changed their lives forever.
I mean, I consider you guys my friends. I'm not wrong, am I?
Universal Pictures presents Emilio Estevez, Paul Gleason, Anthony Michael Hall, Judd Nelson, Molly Ringwald, and Ali Sheedy in a John Hughes film.
Why are you being so nice to me? Because you're letting me.
The Breakfast Club.
Hey nerds, it's Sammy, and this is Barrel Age Chicks. Let's do this. Tonight on panel we have...
No, I'm fine.
And...
Hi, this is Crystal, and I make everything awkward.
And finally...
Hey everybody, this is Yin. Time to turn your head and cough, because I'm about to check your facts.
Welcome, listeners, to another episode of Barrel Age Chicks.
Hello! Hello.
So...
Just getting the
we
lips
have,
warmed up.
We've got slothy snow over there because
I'm fucking freezing, dude.
I keep my basement in the temperature of morgue.
I ain't dead
Just in
yet, but you're
case.
trying.
We're just preparing.
Yeah, no. My lungs,
For death?
my lungs are like the
ourselves.
cold airs.
My
All right.
tits are freezing,
I'm sorry.
which is why they are covered in a sloth blanket. I'm working on the buttons.
Working on the buttons. Oh my
At least
goodness.
it's not the shark.
Yeah,
Dude,
no.
I know.
The
I was gonna
infamous
bring it,
shark
but I didn't
onesie.
want to hurt
Please
myself
don't.
again.
No, please
Is that
don't.
allowed?
What happened with the shark
The-
one?
Dude,
Oh.
I damn near broke my ribs.
On the Little
what?
Mermaid.
I got drunk and I slipped.
Oh,
Oh no, you didn't slip.
I
So
did.
remember
well,
when
I
you
slipped
were a
because
guest,
Brody opened the
for your
door.
vacation on Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
That day,
Yeah.
she went down like a freaking redwood.
Yeah.
She went down hard.
I was,
Ow.
I
It was an
was really
assisted
hurt.
slip.
I had to go get a CT
Yeah.
scan.
Holy what?
I was
Yeah.
really hurt.
was this
It was-
after that?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I
it was
mean, you
before.
were...
No, it was before we did the Little Mermaid with
Yes.
you.
Really?
Yeah.
But I heard it that
day.
morning.
That day.
Oh, you must have just drank your pain away, because
I did.
I don't
I
remember
wasn't-
you saying anything about it.
No, I
She's a
wasn't
trooper.
I wasn't
Yeah.
feeling any pain. The next day
Yeah.
and weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Lots.
Oh, I
don't
bet.
touch me. Don't breathe on me.
Don't
I can't
look
sit
at me.
down.
Don't look at me.
I felt bad every time I made her laugh.
Oh yeah,
Oh, my
because she would be like, you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
But
Stop.
no
Yeah,
broken
we
ribs.
went to go see a movie and I'm like, this sucks.
Or painting.
Yeah,
Painting.
painting, anything really existing.
Fucking life.
But your internal body is okay?
Yeah, everything's
good.
okay. I'm like just slightly tender now, but yeah, I'm all better.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I'm trying not to do it again.
So shark is bad luck. So just wear the sloth from now on.
I like the shark one.
Keep the shark
But
for Sophie.
can
I would
only
be
wear it in a
warm
padded
if I was
room.
wearing it because it covers my whole body.
I have Stitch upstairs. I mean, if we really need to,
We'll stitch and sloth it.
I got Stitch upstairs.
What are we here for again?
So we are here Hi, listeners.
Eggs and bacon.
All right. We're here for The Breakfast Club. 1985, The Breakfast Club by John Hughes.
Yes.
One of my all-time favorite movies, like, ever. I'm, like, literally wearing a T-shirt of The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
With
Lovely.
the bender on it.
Yeah.
Because he is so fucking hot. Oh,
Ew.
Jed Nelson
Okay.
in this. Wow.
So that
Love
was
it.
that was a funny thing whenever it first started, and I had to I didn't know who the actors were. I didn't look it up beforehand, and I was like,
Because
"Is
you
that
have never
Robert
seen-
Downey Jr.?"
You have never seen this before.
Yes. I
that
have not.
blows my mind.
Yeah.
Yen
This
is a Breakfast Club virgin.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Not anymore. We popped her cherry. Speaking of cherries, let's go to my drink. No.
Nice segue, by the way.
Hey,
Good. Well done.
let's
well
pop
done.
the drink, Cherry.
So, for the drink for the Breakfast Club, I did.
That was fucking golden.
What just happened?
For the
the
listeners that
thing
can't
is-
see,
I just saw something fly across the
it was
room.
her phone. She was like, "Fuck this shit," tossed it out. Fuck this shit
I
out.
was not taking a chance. So sometimes when I put my phone on silent, it'll still vibrate whenever I get
and
a
it's
text message.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know how to fix this right now, so I'll just chuck it on the
Just
Oh my
carpet
God.
alleviate.
Put it under your
Oh
leg.
my
the
gosh,
chance.
that's amazing.
So
Put
I
it under
straight
your
up-
leg.
This is why I like you here. You're fun.
I
my leg.
straight
It
up
could've
done
been
that
on
to my
you,
Apple
you
Watch.
can't
'cause
hear the
that's a-
vibration.
I know,
You
I
put it
was
under your
just
leg, but you can still
she's a
feel it, so you know you
shaky
get
bitch,
attached.
that Apple Watch.
well, I gotta watch, so it'll vibrate.
Yeah, let's see. I'm not. Look, I have a scrunchie.
That will also vibrate. No.
No, I will not.
Hey.
Kind of scrunchies do you have?
Well, you know.
All right. For the drink for the Breakfast Club in the movie, they inquire because they're in detention, and they inquire into getting milk. Well, of course, the cafeteria is closed on the weekends, so they send. Andrew.
tolerance for dehydration.
I've seen her when she's dehydrated, so it's pretty gross.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
So Vernon sends Andy and Allie to go to get drinks, and they end up getting Coca-Colas from the vending machine. So for the drink, I did, because we're girls, I did a cherry rum and Coke for the Breakfast Club.
It's a chupacabra.
Is that what it's actually called?
No, it's called a Cooper Libre, but I call it a chupacabra.
Koopa Libre.
You keep saying chupacabra, and I'm like,
know.
goat sucker, goat sucker, goat sucker. What's it have to do with the Coca-Cola?
No, because I can't ever remember Cooper Libre.
Okay.
So anytime I ask the Ragnar for one. I'm like, can you get me a chupacabra, please?
Oh my gosh.
That's cute. I like it.
So Cooper Libre?
Cooper Libre.
I think that's it in Spanish or something.
Something Mexicanish. I don't
Libre
fucking know.
sounds.
Libre.
I speak of the English.
Speak of the English.
That's why it's a chupacabra.
And
That's why it's a chupacabra.
yeah,
I think it sounds better.
it's fun.
I like it.
So yes, so today I did a cherry rum and Coke. So whenever your ladies are ready, have a swig.
Cheers.
Cheers, ladies.
Air
I
cheers.
can't clink. I have a computer.
Oh, here, I'll under.
There you go.
Under clink you.
Boom.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I don't like that rum.
I don't taste the rum. Oh, dear, I'm an alcoholic. Hold on for a second. Let me
count
stir.
yourself
It
lucky
flattened
if
the
you
shit
can't.
out of that Coke.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of rum did you use?
I use Grosling's Bermuda Black Rum.
Well, that sounds yummy. Well, when I get down to it, give me a second.
and Grosling's, I know they make a really good ginger beer that's alcohol free. So
Oh,
I
there
was
it
like,
is.
oh, maybe it wouldn't be bad inside of a rum and Coke. Okay.
Okay.
Zero.
0. Wow,
That'll-
that sucks. All right, well, 0 from Snow. Here, I'll just remove
Oh,
it.
is it?
from
Are
you.
we starting the?
Just move it
Hey,
away.
hey.
Oh, Jens like, no, I'll take it. All
Okay.
right, so
I have
Snow,
I have rum in here, so we're
so
fine.
Snow
I have a
gives
rum
it-
slushy as a backup.
So, well, I have a question, Snow. Do you prefer clear rums to dark rums? Okay. So it's a preference thing. All right,
get that.
Fair enough. So 0 middle fingers from Snows. How about you, Yen?
So I took a couple big swigs of it because at first the first drink was tasted like just Coke to me. Second drink was a little bit better. I could taste it kind of in the back of my throat. I'd give it like a good 1.5.
Woo! Yay!
I don't mind. I mean, I'm usually a clear rum drinker,
Oh yeah, see that's
so maybe I do need to stir it some more.
look. It's just do what I did. I stick my finger in there.
Okay, hold on. Pause for second review.
No, I don't want to. I lose my 1.5.
I'm trying to take big drinks so I can actually get a lot of it.
I appreciate it. Just doing the legwork.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind
It's
it at
okay
all.
if you like it.
I just drink the whole.
You know what? I'll take my 25% success rate at this
Let me just chug the whole drink and let you know at the end of it. No, I still want to give it 1.5.
Yay! All right, cool.
Yeah.
And Crystal, go ahead.
Can I give it a fingernail?
Yeah.
So like a
Like a chewed off one.
Like it's
of a
like
finger-
it's one of those like gold stickers, like A for effort.
It's one of Allie's chewed off fingernails that
okay.
she spits at.
So like
at Bender.
when we did Little Mermaid, I gave a half middle finger for an effort.
For effort?
For effort. So
'Cause
if
the
you want
drink
to do a
was kinda
half
gross.
middle finger for effort,
she wouldn't
you
even
may.
give it the
That's
half.
what I mean. That's what I'm going
I'll
for.
take
I'm
it.
like, it's not worth the half.
It's not even
Oh,
worth the half
no.
middle finger.
But
That's-
it's like you tried. I just think it's the liquor that did you in.
I honestly,
And the only
It was a
reason-
bad choice for the
and
liquor.
sadly,
Well, let me drink hers.
And I was
Maybe
about
it's
to
Oh,
different
say
than mine.
you're a sober person, so you wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to test it and know. So it's like
No.
I can't count that against you. So you get the fingernail. But
No.
it's a pretty
Yeah, no.
fingernail. Like
It
with
tastes
the glue
fine to
don't
me.
press
Okay,
with.
I don't get it.
No, okay, I'll take my one fingernail from Crystal, my crystal nail.
So you got a finger and a finger and a half and a fingernail.
Yes, there you go.
Oh,
Ron,
Lord.
These do not stay down.
come on.
Down,
Come on,
down,
you
go.
swigged it. You might as well give
Oh,
us
the
your
shirt?
review on it.
Huh?
So
The
Ron
shirt?
is
I
our
just wanna
resident
do
peanut
that.
for today.
Oh, okay, because at first I thought you meant the drink.
Here, Ron.
Yeah, not a fan.
Really? So I
You haven't had that black rum because I just opened it.
I'm not a big fan of rum and Coke. Never
okay.
have been. Tell you the truth. I actually like Pepsi and rum.
They didn't drink Pepsis, so I did not do
But
that.
Yeah, you
Coke
can't do
and
that.
it's never been my favorite. I don't like the sweet stuff. I'd rather just drink Jack by itself or rum by itself. No, not a fan. So what's the reviews that you guys
Middle
do?
fingers.
Zero middle.
Two
the
one,
most.
1.5.
I'm
Yeah.
giving it a fist. So there you go. No middle finger.
Oh, ow.
Yeah.
Damn,
You
you didn't get a
fisted your
fingernail.
drink.
He
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
if it's a good thing
I'm
or
not
a
a fan
bad
of that
thing,
one.
but
I apologize. Great
Depends
job,
on
Sammy,
how
but
stretchy you
not
are
a
that
fan.
day.
yeah. Have you been prepped?
Sorry.
I'm slightly traumatized from that review.
I'm sorry, that just totally caught me off guard.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for the cookies.
Well, you're very
It's good to
welcome.
get the taste out of your
I will
mouth.
give my sober Sammy mocktail review. I did a regular cherry Coke. It's gonna be for me a solid 1.5 because I also prefer Pepsi.
Getting the taste out of my mouth with some beef.
I
brought my beef.
I prefer Pepsi to Coke, and if it was a Pepsi and cherry, I'd get a 2. And so it's not. So it gets a 1.5. I get it. It's a bad drink.
At least we're all Pepsi
No, it's not a
drinkers.
bad
It's
drink.
not-
It's just
I-
bad liquor.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's that bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and again, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, other than mixed drinks, which normally I believe would be like clear rums, like coconut rums, things like that. You know, I did not drink dark rums a lot, and if I did, I didn't care enough to bitch about it. It
I
got the
will
job
say,
done.
Ragnar likes the dark rum. He'd probably like it.
Oh, okay.
But he's not here, so we can't
Aw.
say. So it's a zero.
In absence.
So yeah, usually I drink clear rums, flavored coconut, pineapple. You know, the
Yeah,
normal
chick
The
rums.
fun one.
Yeah,
Chick
you know,
rums.
I'm that basic bitch.
Me too.
But I don't know. I
nothing
don't
wrong with
usually drink a lot of dark sodas anyway. So
Yeah.
I think maybe I am enjoying.
you're not a
the
big soda
sugary-
drinker in general.
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
I used to drink a lot of Diet Coke and then I stopped.
Yeah. So, I'll take my solid 1.5.
Yep, I'm
you
just
know?
gonna drink everybody else's drink. So y'all just bring them, filter them over to me, and I will.
I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna get more rum in my slushy.
I'm gonna try and knock out some more of it before I hand it over because you
Sure.
got
Yeah, that's
three.
a lot.
That's 3 whole cups.
I might actually not make it all the way through. I'll try, but I don't think.
I don't think I
We
put
still have
a lot
another
in
show
it,
to do.
too.
I was gonna say I love her to
In
death,
case, I was
but
like,
I don't want to do to her what Harley did when she drank my drink on Labyrinth.
Oh, gosh.
It's like I don't want you getting schnooked at the end.
I don't
like the
know.
beginning of
She
the
might
thing.
be really fun that way.
Oh, Yen is super fun. Schnooked. She is.
I don't
We're gonna
know
get your
what
real
you're talking
opinion for
about.
Robin Hood later.
Yeah. Oh, so it's usually like I have never told my parents about the podcast until the day. Oh, she was not calling my mom. Anyway, I'll call her later. Sorry, mom. So yeah, I just told my dad about it today driving in, just calling, seeing how they're doing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, what's the podcast about?" I was like, "Oh, you know, just this ladies getting together and we're talking about movies and stuff." And I'm just in the back of my head, he was like, "Oh yeah, what is it on?" And I'm like, didn't really want to tell him because like my dad,
Explicit, Dad. Like, real
I
explicit.
was like, oh, you know.
I mean, we
listen.
opened this one with fisting, so
Well, like, so my dad is like completely against me drinking alcohol.
okay.
And probably never heard me use a bad word
Okay.
Okay.
in like in real life.
Yeah.
So I my dad's not honestly, he's also not very technologically savvy. So thankfully, he probably doesn't even know what or where to find a podcast.
Okay.
He asked me, "Oh, is that on YouTube?" I was like, "No, we're not on YouTube." Hopefully,
Yes.
No, not at this time.
Don't
We are not.
search on- I didn't give him the name, so
All right.
here's to hoping.
Well, I mean,
All right.
you kind of can't give him the name because it kind of gives away all the
I,
drinking.
exactly,
Just
I didn't say it.
slightly.
It's like,
Just
"Oh,
slightly.
you're just us girls,
Just us girls.
just chit chatting."
Just chick chatting.
Chit chat.
We're
sorry.
gonna do, and that is gonna be a thing. Barrel
Anyway.
aged chicks, chick chat. Chick chat, chick chick. All right. So, all
Sorry
right.
about that.
Thank you, ladies and Ron, for the reviews on the rum and coke. It was an attempt and a swing and a miss. That's okay. You know what? That's all good. It was made with good intentions. So we're gonna launch into the Breakfast Club, and it is done by one of my favorite directors, John Hughes. One of my favorite directors, writer, and screenplayers, John Hughes, who has done 16 Candles, Weird Science, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Plain.
Shit,
Do-do-do.
that's me.
Ooh, we got
Okay, I was
we have
afraid.
an interruption.
That's
and
why I said I'm going to try and drink some of my drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna just have to throw my laptop across the room now.
So due
Don't
to
do
that, we've got
That's a bit
the
more
punishment
expensive
wheel
than the
there.
phone.
Crystals.
Should I just pick up my phone now?
The freshly
doesn't
doodled
seem to matter.
wheel.
Yes, the artfully done by our Crystal.
One day I'll
the
learn.
pretty wheel.
It all started with Ron asking me to re-up the dick.
Re-up the dick.
Well, see, Ron, was it Ragnar or was it Stu? One of the two said that dick didn't look good enough. He's like, I'm not an artist. You were gone to bed, and he's like, Crystal, draw a better dick.
It was a taped on picture of a penis.
No, he had taped all the
all
stickers
of them off. Oh,
Yeah, because they had made a recommendation
They
to take
should
off
know
the
what a
stickers
dick
and-
looks like. All of them have them.
That's what I'm saying.
They're all so different.
So I had to fix it for him.
Not
He asked-
theirs. I haven't seen theirs. Whoa, all dicks in general are. Never mind. I want to stop talking.
They're a rainbow.
You work in the medical
It's a
field,
spectrum
right?
of penis.
it's a lot of different dicks out there.
Hi, Jens' dad.
What did you get? Did you get the penis?
No. Oh, okay, good. Oh, that is clean, by the way. Very clean. I had to clean
I
out
watched
that.
you clean it.
Yes, no, watched me
Oh.
clean out the penis shot glass this morning.
Yeah.
It was an experience.
Bet.
Repeatedly.
So I know what it is, but do you want me to do it better so I have a better sound quality on that spin?
oh, I mean,
Or does
no,
it matter?
no, that's cool.
No, we're good. Okay,
Everyone knows you spun the wheel.
Yeah, barrel of punishment.
Barrel of punishment.
Oh, that one's easy.
Right over there.
Okay.
Here, I got you.
Oh, thanks. I was like, I don't know how to get there.
I was
My
gonna
head's-
say we may need to move Chase's stick.
Oh, why is there a stick here?
They were filming last night for their show,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
so the boys they leave their random show apparatuses. That is a good looking for a barrel, a punishment. Get that one. It feels good. That one. Yeah.
I was about to say, please, because you were about 2 seconds away from grabbing Fireball.
What is it?
Brandy with natural flavor. Paul Mason Peach.
Oh,
Okay.
might be good.
Grand
Yes.
Amber.
Thank you.
Brandy.
That's ease. Actually, he gave this to
What's
Daddy.
it, Brandy? You're a fine drink.
Twas on the floor.
What
Thank
a
you.
good drink you will be.
Such a fine drink. Are you just going to pour it in your normal drink?
No, I don't want to mess it up. That would be weird. Oh, I can't even get it open.
You need me to hand it to Ron?
Such a bitch. Come on.
No, you're not eating my beef jerky.
Y'all were
Okay.
talking about being basic bitches. I drink 99. Like, I actually like 99.
The bananas thingy?
They have all different flavors. They
Like
got
the
watermelon.
99 anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've only heard it called 99 bananas. Okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, they got pineapple, blackberry, all kinds of yumminess.
That's fun.
Balloons.
It's a good song.
It smells really peachy.
Is it?
I love peach.
Chicken jelly bean?
Do I have to like shoot it or can I like enjoy it?
I mean,
There's no rule against
it's
it.
no rule against enjoying it.
Bless you.
Whoa.
Ooh, tasty.
There you go.
It's like peach tea.
Ooh,
Nice.
That's cool.
Oh, imagine if you did have peach tea to put that into.
Ooh, that'd
my
be even
gosh,
good.
yes.
That'd be real good.
That'd be-
Old man. Yeah,
No,
I'm
because of
sorry.
the
I'm not
beef.
having a repeat of Little Mermaid, where like for 30 minutes he's in the background. That
He's
is
just saying, "I love you,
that's-
ladies.
That's
You're awesome."
Jonesy boy. That's Jonesy boy. He's 16 and he's deaf and,
wants
he's
my beef
blind
jerky
and he
stick.
wants the jerky. The jerky.
He wants the
He's our
beef.
cheerleader.
He is.
Give me
Go,
the
He
ladies,
supports.
go.
He supports the BACs. Yeah, he's a good boy.
Ah.
He is honestly one of the most beautiful dogs. Like he's got the most pretty
gonna be a
pointed
good day.
ears
Until
and
he
long
goes,
nose. Yeah, no, then he looks like Anubis. Just
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make
He's
it.
super
will.
cute. He's super cute until he then shows his teeth, and then he's terrifying.
Yeah, right?
He is like
I'm
he's
just
like
like a zombie. For my
I'm
life.
so pretty. Give me your bacon. You have food.
That didn't work.
Hello,
I'm
Dippy.
terrified because you gave me permission to give him strawberry caps once, and I'm like, can you stop that, please, so I can give it to you? Please. Oh, you said name. We're on recording.
Look at you! I heard you in the headset.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Fuck me.
You know what? You need a nap because you're grumpy. And here we go. You are grumpy.
There it is.
Where's the spinny spin?
You said, oh, yeah.
The
sorry.
spinny spin.
The spin is spin.
I hope you
Get
enjoy
something yummy.
your spin.
Because you're this yeah.
All right.
Not going to be the last one today. Oh, that was a good sound. Nice job. I'm jealous.
Self-destruct.
Oh, no way. No!
Where's your scream?
Oh wait. Oh, it's not on here. Wait,
Where is
did
it?
You put it
Wait,
on the
what?
soundboard?
What?
No! Best sound clip ever.
Man, and
Hold
I've
on,
been
everybody
doing
pause.
so good.
No, we've got to put that on the soundboard.
Yes.
Next
We can
recording.
do it later, yeah.
Gotta do it.
And I've been doing so fucking good at
Well,
not getting any more of that
Wait,
shit.
do you get to choose what the self-destruct is?
No, it's Malort.
Oh, it's just Malort. Oh, because, yeah, why not?
Do I have
Hey.
purple?
No, you have apple cider vinegar.
All right.
You got the moonshine.
Hey,
thing.
whatever happened to
Oh
that?
god, that stuff is so spicy.
Whatever happened to that
I'll do a
non-alcoholic?
half shot of that shit because that shit tore
She
my
won't touch
stomach up.
it.
I swear, I hope I
Apparently,
don't.
all the boys took it and they voted it off the island.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's how bad that fiery.
Then that
moonshine.
should be what
That's
it
what
is.
I'm saying.
All right, fine.
Wait,
I won't be a bitch.
Which
I'll
one
do
are
it.
you talking about? Because I'm talking about the non-alcoholic.
Whiskey? No.
Whiskey.
They're talking about the non-alcoholic moonshine.
Oh,
It's
I don't know
spicy
about that
as
one.
shit.
Oh,
The button's still red, bro.
you already poured.
Oh,
all of
ACV?
them.
All
That's
right,
fine.
that's fine.
But if we land on that more than twice, can I please have something other than Malort? Because 3 of them I will be like burping acid for
No,
like 2 days.
yeah. No, and that's what that spicy shit
water.
did to me.
Let's do water.
I was like, whoa.
Time
I
to
may-
bring out the Oreos.
I may have to cut.
Hey,
I may have to cut the
those mega
spicy
stuffs?
something with something. 'cause
yo,
it's
those are
rough.
the only kind to get.
Oh, so, but
Ron
you,
is so excited about this self-destruct, by the way.
but yourself, you also get to shoot during
Yeah.
self-destruct.
Everybody does. It's a whole enchilada.
Pretty much used to.
Yeah, but Ron, what you need is an atomic bomb noise.
Oh, and I don't have anything to wash it down with besides this nasty.
Nice. That would be.
I need more rum.
Yep. I'm sure Ron will hook you up with some more.
Are your childlings upstairs?
No, they are with Grandma. I am childling free. Which is kind of nice. I mean, the only one we have upstairs is the Pupus, and he sleepins.
That's like poops. The
poopus.
poops. We got
The
poops
poopus.
upstairs.
Thank you.
All right, is this one the ACV, honey bunny?
Gracias.
Okay.
Ooh, Beetlejuice.
Ooh, gosh.
Oh, I can't wait till that comes out.
Could you
I
do
mean,
me
my-
a
It's
favor?
good for your gut.
I was gonna say my gut's gonna be
Ron, can you
happy.
do me a favor? Can you give me a glass of water, please?
you
All
want-
I got is liquor.
I was gonna say, do you want a real Coke?
You want just
like just a
regular
Coke?
That'll work.
Yeah, grab her a regular Coke, honey bun, and there should be ice.
Baby.
Or do you want
Dun, 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 dun.
Honestly, it just has. Huh?
Cold no yellow?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. I just need.
Anything other than Malort's?
Yeah. And liquor.
Hey, I've got. Oh, I was like, hey, I've got some Coca-Cola and rum.
That's so do I.
Here.
It's like a punishment shot on its own.
I also have
Okay, you know what? Now I know how you felt during The Little Mermaid.
Hey, so you know what's really funny?
That's cool.
I was a dick. I heard myself. I was like, wow,
looks like a
I really didn't like that
Transformer
drink.
thing.
You're pretty mean about it.
I don't think
How's
I've
it
ever
feel?
had Metal Yellow.
Really? Well, they
I'll
changed
be
their
fine. I'll
can.
cry on the inside like a winner.
Yeah, like I think I've never actually had Mellow Yellow before.
Mellow yellow.
I mean, Mellow Yellow is just kind of like a
It's an
Mountain Dew, right?
Yeah, variation. It's a citrus soda like Mountain Dew.
Kind of like Mr. Pibb, Dr. Pibb, all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
not
a
Dr.
variant.
Pibb, Dr. Thunder.
Okay.
All right, are we all ready for self-destruct? All right, and here we go.
Fun.
Salud.
Cheers to BAF.
No,
BAC,
BAC.
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 Wrong
All right,
show.
cheers.
The house.
Hey, wait.
All right, here we go.
Wait, cheers. Okay.
All right, here we go.
God, why does that taste bad every single time?
Because it's straight up ass juice.
Ah.
You should chuckle over there, sir.
There is literally something between
Oh my gosh.
my tongue and my eyeball. My eyeball's
Your
twitching.
butt?
No, my eyeball's twitching like a frog in a sinus experiment.
Okay.
Blah. Okay, I got my healthy gut shot. I'm good now. No mas. Okay, so back to what John Hughes had written, directed, and as far as directed, he did 16 Candles, Weird Science, Ferris Bueller's Day Oz, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Uncle Buck, She's Having a Baby, and Curly Sue. He then also wrote Pretty in Pink, Mr. Mom, Some Kind of Wonderful, Home Alone, and then did screenplays for Flubber, 101 Dalmatians, and Miracle on 34th Street, as well as other films. So, I mean, he has done a lot of different films and a lot of different things. And he is, in my opinion, one of the most defining directors of the 80s because he had such iconic films as Pretty in Pink and these teen, like 80s teen kind of, let's face it, icons and classics at this point. Which this one falls into. So the cat
did.
All right, Snow, we'll get there. Salty McSalty Pants. All right. So the cast for this movie was Andrew Clark, played by Emilio Estevez, John Bender by Judd Nelson. Oh, so hot. Claire Standish by Molly Ringwald, Allison Reynolds, who is Ali Sheedy, and then Brian Johnson, who is Anthony Michael Hall, and then Richard Vernon, played by Paul Gleason, and Carl, played by John Capellos. It wasn't a lot of cast. It's actually just pretty much those, 7 people.
Yeah.
So it was what I guess some people refer to as a Talking Heads film, which something like Breakfast at Andre's would fall into. Not Breakfast at Andre's. Oh my gosh.
Tiffany's?
No. What is it? Lunch with Andre? Something. Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up. Dinner. It's gonna drive me nuts. One second.
Some sort of meal with a man
Brunch.
named Andre.
Yeah, and I'm surprised
Snacks.
nobody else has heard of it.
Snacks
Hold
with
on.
Andre.
Dinner.
Brunch with Andre.
Shut up.
No.
Cocktails with Andre.
11Z's.
With Andre.
Second breakfast.
Here it is. My Dinner with Andre. There it is.
Oh,
Apparently,
I don't
Nobody
know.
knows.
all right.
No.
It's apparently
The iconic
Yeah,
My
everybody
Dinner
knows
with Andre that nobody's heard
How
of.
dare we not know?
In all fairness, I have heard it cross-referenced in a lot of things. Like I've heard it cross-referenced at least in Frasier, as well as I feel like other movies. So there must be something to it. It's been mentioned in other things that aren't
Heads
just it.
talking, yes.
But a heads talking film, where basically it's a
Most
prominent.
of the talking comes out of a head. Right now.
Sometimes it
it's
comes out of
coming
your
out of a
ass.
head.
It's a dialogue.
them.
It's a dialogue heavy film.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I did. All right. Anyway,
Pissy. I apologize.
a little bit.
Blame my kid.
Yeah.
Jerk.
Oh, it's okay. We'll blow it out. It'll be good. All right. So the budget on this movie was $1 million estimated
For what?
to make it. To
rent the high school.
Right?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Ridiculous. That
To
didn't
rent the
make
high
much
school and
money.
pay the actors essentially. But it grossed in the U.S. and Canada $45.8 million.
Well, that's good. It's a good profit.
Opening weekend alone, it made $5,100,000 approximately, and then gross worldwide was $51.5 million. So it was a hit. It was a hit.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this movie, which is why I chose it, and I think it's going to be very interesting.
Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was we did wrong. What we did was wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write an essay telling you who we think we are. What do you care? And you see us as you want to see us. In the simplest terms, the most convenient definitions. You see us as a brain, an athlete, a basket case, a princess, and a criminal. Correct? That's the The way we saw each other at 7 o'clock this morning. We were brainwashed.
So we open up with it's Saturday morning, March 24th, 1984, at Shermer High School in Shermer, Illinois, 60062, being narrated by Brian, who is the brain.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony Michael Hall's character.
Iconic 80s actor.
Yes, very much. And so going off of that, what had you seen Anthony Michael Hall in something other than Breakfast Club prior to today?
Oh, good Lord. I don't know.
He's the nerd.
He's the nerd, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he looked familiar. Anthony Michael
Have you seen
Hall.
Edward Scissorhands?
Yes.
He's the boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
He's
But
living
like,
with his
that's
looks
not where
very
you're going to
familiar.
recognize him from. He's like 16 Candles. He was the nerd in 16
I don't
Candles.
know if I watched 16 Candles.
Yeah, no, Yen I don't think has watched a lot
I
of
didn't watch a lot of 80s,
80s
stuff, so don't even.
So that's why
no.
I'm thinking it might have been Edward that would have been her
Interesting.
her like glimpse of him.
Isn't he the dude from Weird Science? Or am I misplacing? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
he's in
yeah,
Weird
yeah.
Science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was the boyfriend of Lydia in Edward Scissorhands. He
Yeah, I'm
bulks
pretty sure.
up a lot between
He was
this and that.
almost unrecognizable.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. It's quite a transformation. But yes, so we have him narrating, and what ends up happening is all five of so you have the brain, the athlete, the criminal, the princess, and the basket case. All different kids who are at Saturday school detention for different reasons, and that's where the movie opens up. And you see the kids each getting dropped off by their parents. I'm curious what your guys' feeling about each set of parents was, because they kind of set you up for like what's going on with the kid, like right out the gate. So you have Brian's mom, who's obviously super like you figure out a time to study, you make it work to your advantage. It's go 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 to the point that they even have I don't know if anybody else saw it, but they have E = MC square on their license plate.
Oh, no. I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
so
well,
it's,
that's
like, super
actually
nerdy.
Anthony Michael Hall's mother and sister who played those.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know
it's
that.
his real family?
That's funny.
Oh, wow.
That's funny. Well, and it's hilarious because when at the end, I'm going to jump ahead, but at the end when he gets picked up, his dad is a cameo by John Hughes, the director.
Oh.
Yeah. And I've watched this movie, I couldn't even tell you how many times. Today was when I first recognized that it was John Hughes as the cameo.
Oh, wow.
Because I was watching it and I'm like, he looks really familiar.
So,
And it was, yeah.
Picking him up. I don't even remember that part.
At the very end. At the very end.
But I don't remember it like zeroing it in on the dad in the car.
No, it's not. He's just there.
Oh, okay.
But I saw it's his silhouette. Profile, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So I thought.
And because I've been watching so many documentaries on this to prepare for it, I was like, that's John Hughes.
I thought the janitor was somebody's dad.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the joke that Bender makes about Brian because he knows Carl the janitor on a friendly like basis. So he's like, oh, does your dad work here? And he makes
Oh,
a
so
joke
that
at his
was-
expense.
So
I
I,
thought it was
totally
a
thought
joke.
that was like his real dad
Yeah,
and
me
their parents.
too.
I made a
No.
whole backstory in my head. I was like, so they're divorced, and that's his real dad, and his mom's married to this other guy, and that's his stepdad. Like I had this whole little backstory in my head about
What?
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That's where I
Really?
went with it. Yeah, sure.
Oh, wow, interesting. No.
Like
it was
all
just
my
a
life,
joke.
not just now, because I've seen this many times.
That's interesting. No, it's totally just a joke at, again, Bender busting on Brian.
Yeah, Bender's a dick.
I know he is, but I love Bender. I love him so much. He cracks me up. Oh, he's so good.
The disappointment in her face is real.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm into it.
No.
Sign me up.
He's a straight up asshole.
He comes around but then he's like
Not really.
sweet and yes.
No,
I'm
that
sorry.
is buried deep inside of him, and he will not get rid of that.
No, it's not that he turned around. It's that she
I
just
think it was
became more
there.
like
No,
attracted to the bullshit because she's so stuck up her own ass.
No, I think that there was a lot of with everything in his backstory, where he's coming from the home that he's coming from. I think it's a lot of bravado, and I think that he's just kind of like been accepting of being written off, so he does do the asshole because he doesn't want to fucking be hurt. He doesn't want to feel anything. That's easier. That detachment and being an asshole is easier. So I don't know. Maybe
You get what you give.
I have had moments where I have been a flat out asshole, and I've regretted them obviously, and I've grown from them as a human. But like I had those definite moments as a teen. So I don't know. There's a part of me that can almost relate to Bender a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I just love Bender. I think he's a complex character. I think he is a interesting character. And finding out the backstory of Judd Nelson going into it is kind of actually really kind of cool. So we'll get into it. I digress. So you have these archetypes of students in high school, and I guarantee everybody knew of one of these archetypes when they were in high school.
Or was one.
Oh, wait, hold on. Rewind. Yeah. So, all right. So we have the mom and the sister. That's where we were. Sorry. So we have Brian's parents. Super, like, want him to succeed. Like, failure's
Push
not an
academics.
option. Yep. Push academics. Like, that's the win.
Yeah.
Then you have your athlete. You have Emilio Estevez's character, Andrew, whose dad is like, be a winner. We won't accept failure. Go. Like,
Yeah. Don't lose your scholarship.
Don't lose your scholarship. Don't, guys dick around, but you got to be basically more on top of it than that. Like all this type stuff. Then you've got Bender, whose parents don't even bother to drop him off. He just walks up.
Yeah.
Which I did find interesting that
Or
he's
pick him up either.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's just
That
on
he
his
even
own.
cared to come to
I know, and that's
attention.
They probably
Yeah.
don't know he has it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if he didn't really care or whatever, take the effort to do it, why would he even show up if his parents weren't making him? Yeah.
Again, like
So surprising.
Not
by
it
his
was.
character.
It was.
Yeah.
And again, like maybe he didn't have any plans. I don't know. Or maybe he
Yeah.
didn't want to have to like do it later or get it. Maybe he didn't want to get in trouble by not showing up.
And yet he still like is there for the next 8 weeks.
Yeah. Well, that's because he's got a mouth on him.
When I first saw
I
this,
think it's because detention is better than home.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
I was gonna say it's
people
escapism.
care.
that's what I was about to say. When I first saw this in
Escape.
high school, my brain was like, "Oh, he probably didn't even have detention. He probably just showed up because he doesn't want to be at his house."
Well, that's her.
Well, no, he
that's
did.
Allie.
He did because he pulled a fake fire alarm.
yeah,
So-
but when I mean, like,
but
first
it's
watching
all
it,
gunned. It's definitely, what do you call it? It's self-inflicted. 100%.
asking for attention.
Yeah, seeking attention. Exactly. So you have that. Then you have Allie, the basket case, who gets dropped off, and her parents don't even acknowledge. Like they don't even like. She tries to like get their attention, and they zip off. And then of course you have Molly Ringwald's character Claire, whose parents obviously she's from money, and she's like, I'm not defective. Why am I here? Very much like poor rich girl. Like I'm so inconvenienced. Like this is ridiculous.
Why couldn't you get me out of this?
Why couldn't you get me out of this? Like, obviously very used to being kowtowed and catered to. So what were your guys' opinions or feelings about the portrayal of the parents? Because it's very brief that you get like this little snippet. So I'm just curious how everyone took that. And I know you're like chomping at the
Go ahead, Snow.
bit. Go
What you
ahead.
gotta say?
She's got to wait for her Oreo.
What? Come on. Got your tongue? What? Oreo got your tongue?
She's palate
That's
cleansing.
such a good timing on that. Yeah.
This movie is anti-parent, and I object. I am the parent of a fucking 16-year-old, and it's 16-year-olds in this movie, and I object.
Oh, he
'Cause
picked
I
the
used to-
perfect day, huh?
I know. I used to love this movie. I really don't know that I'll watch it again.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like a bad day for me to watch this movie and realize that that no kids like their parents. Appreciate it. Thanks. End of story.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
You
there's always
cannot
that.
do right by your own kids.
There was
That's
a-
what I
yeah.
got out of it.
It's almost kind of like a rite of passage whenever you're a teenager to like
Hate your parents.
revolt against your kids at some point. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think it was a great depiction of all family relationships.
My next
'Cause
question.
I was trying to,
I have a
like-
good question when we're done. Please continue.
Yeah, I was trying to think about how which family could I even relate to. I don't really felt like
You were
any of
connected
them.
to any of them, really?
Yeah, not quite, but yeah, I mean, I get it. Kids hate their parents when they're growing up. They either feel like they're being smothered or don't care,
Neglected or
Yeah, something's not
overbearing
Something's
or
not
too
fair.
demanding.
Yeah.
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 And I think each of these kids kind of has that. They're either neglected or they're being
need's not
too
being
much.
met.
Too
Yeah.
much is wanted out of them. Like and it really made me feel really shitty as a parent because I'm like, there is nothing I can do to get my kid to lick me. That's really what it did. It did though.
I know, but that
But
makes
you
me
do
sad.
the best you can at the
yeah.
moment.
And
Like,
you're an
when they get
amazing.
older,
And for the
they'll-
record, like you are an amazing mom.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
you are.
say, like, as somebody that came from a not so healthy childhood, seeing how y'all's kids are, y'all got some really happy, healthy childrens.
No, well, thank you.
So yeah, y'all ladies are doing the good job of being moms. So don't feel like shit. He may be a shithead right now, but that's because he got hormones.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, hormones are
work
no
out his fucking demons.
effing joke.
I didn't hate my mom, but her and I did not get along for a good stretch of time during like the end of middle school and probably like a good majority of high school. But now her and I are like best buds. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
there's a bubble of time.
It makes a circle.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just this moment in time kind of sucks.
You're right in a really hard
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
And this
It-
was just like grating on that. 100%. And so for that, I apologize. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't know that today was going to be the day.
No.
He did. He's like, today's
And
the day.
again, you had seen this before. So I'm like, oh no, she'll
No,
be fine.
I really used to love this movie.
I know, that's why
and
I was like,
I
it'll be a good
literally,
one.
I was watching it this morning, and I was like, I can't wait for it to be over.
You know, they can all just go
Yeah.
to hell.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuckers. Ungrateful little shits.
yeah, yeah. I'm like, you all need to be in timeout forever.
Ooh.
Nice.
Well, okay. So let's round robin. I'm curious. When you were a teen, were you a rebellious teen? Or I guess, which archetype were you? Where would you fall in with your parents? Did you rebel against your parents, or were you kind of like a straight-laced kind of good kid? I'm just curious. So I'll kick it off since I have the question.
Go for it.
For me, I did not rebel against my mom. I was a straight A student. I knew academics was what I needed to focus on. So I was a good kid. I was the good kid. I wasn't the troublemaker kid. I actually got into my rebellion, like as far as my piercings, my tattoos, my hair, those type things, as an adult.
Yeah.
When I came into being comfortable in my own skin, and I'm like, oh, I want to do this, and I want to da-da-da. And then I owned my actions. But no, as a kid, I was like, yeah, I was a little goody two-shoe nerd. I was a goody two-shoe nerd kid overall.
Yeah.
I'd had my moments of like anger and shit for various reasons that we don't need to put on the podcast. But otherwise, yeah, no, I was just like, I had siblings who rebelled really, really hard, and I saw how hard it was on my mom. So I didn't want to make things harder on my mom.
Yeah.
So I just, that's how I was.
Yeah.
So what about you?
Well, so for me, I had a little bit of a hard time because my mom almost died when I was 8. So I went through like my own little rebellious period, lasted through like the first couple of years of middle school, and then I got my shit together and I realized like how important my relationship with my parents was. And so I wasn't rebellious. I wasn't a good student, but I went to school every day. I very rarely would ditch a class.
Yeah.
But it was just, I can't fit into any of the molds that they stereotype in this movie.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well,
And I definitely didn't have any of the relationships that all these kids seem to have with their parents, which was not good. So
yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, and for you, I mean, life made you like,
I had to grow up early.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it shifted your perspective very early.
Yeah.
So, okay. What about you, Yen? Oh, I almost said your real name. Oh, I was like, Yen.
Yay.
I don't want any more ACV. I'm good. My tummy hurts.
Come to the dark side. No, I was definitely also a very academic centered person. I was the youngest of 2, and so my older sister would probably be not that we were either really rebellious or anything, but she would test the waters, test the line a little
Be
bit
more of a rebel.
and I'd be back there like kind of watching that and
Learning from her mistakes.
knowing what my boundaries now were.
Yeah.
At the time growing up, I always felt like my parents were very strict. They wouldn't let us go out and do a whole lot of stuff. If we ever had friends over, we had to let our parents know like a week in advance. My mom did not really like people
Spontaneous.
coming over. And we had one good friend that we would spend the night with, and she was like literally a block away. So that was pretty much it. I have a visitor.
Of the 4-legged variety.
So very much focused on grades. Didn't cross the line. My sole focus was to please my parents
Gotcha.
and get that positive.
That approval.
Yeah.
And okay. That's good. What about you, Mouse?
I tried my best in school because I knew it was super important, but because my brain is spicy brain meat, it didn't function like.
Spicy.
Oh yeah, no. There's times my brain's like, yes, no, floor, just white floor. Okay, cool. I'm gonna lay down now. But I have one memory that sticks out, and I will preface this by saying I love my parents to death. This was them back when I was younger. They're different people now. I couldn't write the letter J. I did it backwards.
Oh, okay.
And in 3rd grade, I had to present a poem, and it was called Jellyfish Stew. I heard that.
I heard him?
Yeah.
It was.
I thought that was old guy back there making noises.
Are you making noises? I didn't hear
My
anything.
screen didn't change. No, I heard I thought it was like a little guy's voice.
It sounded like the recording.
It did. Did you turn off your speakers?
Anyways.
Okay. Well, he got away with it. Okay. So
Where
please
was I?
continue. Jay, and you had a poem to present.
Yes, so it's called Jellyfish Stew.
Okay.
And I had to write it out on a poster board, and I sat up for literally an hour and a half at like 11:30 at night with my father screaming at me, pulling away the piece of paper as I'm trying to write the capital of the J, just sobbing because I can't do it right. And he's like, no, that's backwards, and do it again. I'm sorry. And I just... So, yeah, not a great childhood.
Yeah.
But it was also... Even with that, all I wanted was to make my parents happy.
Yeah.
So everything I did, I was desperately trying to get their approval. So even though I failed at school, it was like, I'm going to try my best. And I never did anything bad until I turned like 16. And then I found the Juanas.
Oh, okay.
And that was
Mary?
yeah, and that's the only time I've
Marijuana?
ever rebelled against my parents. And even then, it was like so like hush, hush, hush that I was like, it's in a locked box under my bed, wrapped in towels, in a fucking
So
trash bag.
you did what Bender did, where he had it like wrapped in 3
Yeah.
trash bags. Oh yeah, I'm like, are they worried about like dogs like
Smell.
sniffing? Like, what is going on?
No,
like,
some of the strains are like super pungent. So, like you can have it in a Ziploc bag or even a glass jar, and you can walk in the room and be like, there's weed in here somewhere.
It looked like it was in like a paper bag that had held greasy food at one point.
yeah, yeah.
So
Like
it
he
was
just
like
kept
3
putting
greasy bags
Yeah.
wrapped into each other.
Yeah, he's like, this one smells like burgers. This one smells like tacos. This one smells like this. Just
Did
layering
you have
it.
yours wrapped in a greasy paper bag?
No. At one point though, I couldn't find the bags that I was using, so I took an old deflated balloon, like one of those like the balloons that you can actually use.
Oh, the Mylar.
Yeah, the shiny
Mylar.
ones. So I
Oh.
slid a hole in that shit with a knife, and I shoved it in my balloon, rolled that shit up, and stuck it under my bed.
It's like a freaking thing from NASA.
But yeah, no, like even until well into God, it was 3 years ago. I didn't tell my parents.
Oh wow.
And they both did it for the longest time. And when I told my mom, she's like, honey, I've been doing it forever. And I'm like,
It's like, oh, finally we can tell you and share this with you. Oh,
I didn't choose to tell her. I didn't choose to tell her.
Oh.
Jason, his ignorant dumbass, was like, oh yeah, no, this she can't go to sleep until she like takes 3 or 6 bowls before she goes to bed. Like she smokes a lot. I'm sitting here like, I'm gonna kill you. What the fuck did you just? Oh my god.
who said that?
Chase.
Is that what you said the first time?
I said Chase.
Yeah, she did Chase.
She's a Chase.
She's a Chase.
That's his name at work. So trust me, I am like,
His name at
Stuck
work
on
is
it.
Chase?
because there's another his real
Individual,
name there.
yeah.
So he's like, oh
He likes
well,
to chase
He's
awesome.
taking his podcast persona as his real one now.
At work, it's great. And he's like, yeah, so I don't have to forget it. I'm like, you dork.
Such a nerd.
But no, yeah, I didn't even choose.
So
to tell
he
that.
told
He
on
narked you out.
narked me out to my
Narked
own
your
mother, and I'm staring at him like, I will skin your ass. Yeah, that wasn't bullshit.
Should we order a punishment shot on our show when he has to do it?
He has to take it at work. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, so I mean,
Horrible idea.
that's cool though. Like that every single one of us, like obviously different dynamics with our parents. You know, all of us again love our parents. You know, and everything else. And I think that is really cool. I do think that John Hughes, again, with these archetypes, was trying to like obviously broad spectrum, teenagers and high school, and because again, they are like you knew somebody or you were somebody of one of these archetypes. I definitely like. I'd like to think that I was Bender. I was totally like Brian. I was a dork. Like if I had to pick one, like, and I'm gonna ask, like, you have to pick the closest one that you feel, and it can be, you know, as they kind of like opened up.
the princess. No, kidding.
I mean, It was high school. No, but I would say for me, it was definitely Brian. I definitely had that pressure. I would have a little bit from my mom in the sense that she wanted me to do well, but like I was the one that like really like put my feet to the fire with school.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be able to make something and get a degree and get a job.
Yeah.
So mine would be Brian. But if you had to pick Snow, I'm just curious.
Allison.
Okay.
Because my give a fuck a meter just really,
Yeah.
it's still
You
not
know what?
there.
I see it. Like
Yeah.
honestly, she calls it like it is.
Yeah,
She's like, okay,
well,
why
it's
are you
when
really
she,
here?
when she's tormenting Claire about her virginity thing, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Yeah, I'm a nymphomaniac. I screwed my psychiatrist," and
Yeah.
she just wants her to admit that she was a virgin when she
Yeah.
was too.
Yeah.
So, and it's not like I never bullied anybody that way, but
Yeah.
I definitely just had like zero fucks to get. You could take me or leave me, and that's how I am now. Like,
Yeah.
you either like me or you don't, and it's okay because I am doing just fine without you.
I
So,
think, and I think that is a very accurate parallelism. In all honesty, like I seriously, like
I
just-
don't have the dandruff,
No.
Oh yeah,
That part is so offsetting.
and I don't bite
Every
my
time.
nails.
No, I do that. I do that. I've gotten better. Obviously, they're
I have
grown.
the fake, so I can't.
No, see, I currently actually have claws.
I broke my middle fingers, but the rest of them are real nails. They're all mine except for these.
Now we know
Stop
what nub.
flipping people
Now we know
off.
what nub middle fingers are.
Oh, see, I gave you the fingernail.
She gave
Yeah.
us the,
Oh,
now
they're
they're not
That's
there
why
anymore.
she doesn't
That's
have
what it
it.
is.
She gave it to
She
you.
gave it
for
to me
your
for my
drink.
drink.
Yeah.
Yay.
That works perfectly. Sorry about
What about
that.
you, Yen? If you had to pick an archetype.
Oh, it probably would have been Brian.
Okay.
Yeah. And I like totally the awkward moments where you talk and where you probably shouldn't put your nose in places that you're not even like a part of the conversation. I did that so many times. I mean, I actually looked back at an old journal that I used to write in high school, and it talks about how I'm like getting into like being too nosy and stuff like that, and getting into other people's conversations when I'm not a part of it, just to feel a part of something.
Yeah.
So Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about you, Crystal?
Bender.
No, sadly, that wasn't me until the end of high school. Because again, didn't find the Swede until I was like 15, 16.
Do you have a broad spectrum of all of them?
Honestly, kind of. I was that weird kid that I looked a lot like Allison. I had the "don't come near me" vibe, but I also had the like pressure of Brian,
Okay.
and I also had like the friend group that was Bender.
Okay.
So it's like I kind of had all of them.
A hodgepodge.
And you were a cheerleader.
Yes, for one year of my life,
So
I was a
one year you
cheerleader for
were
my brother
an
at
athlete?
L'Oreal Park. Yeah,
So you kind of, you really did kind of encompass different facets of all of them.
that's what you do when you don't know who you are.
That's okay. You're finding yourself.
Yeah,
That's what high
exactly.
school is.
Yeah, at almost 25.
That's
That's
okay.
okay.
That's okay.
Trust me.
However long it takes, once again, as you mature, as you grow as a human, and you get comfortable in your own skin, it's worth the journey, I guess would be the best way to phrase it up. So we open up with these characters. They're in detention, and you have Vernon. What is his name? Richard. Dick Vernon.
Dick.
Richard. Rich.
Hey, Dick.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Richard.
And you have Vernon, who obviously has this, he thinks that he's just,
Super important.
super important. Carl points out later, like, you stuck around high school because like it was your heyday and you thought like you'd be able to just coast through it, and then you realize it's work, and now you know this. And so like he thinks he's a joke, so he thrives on dishing out punishment, and quite frankly, he's a fucking bully. He is a bully. And
Any educator who would be like, nobody's watching, who's going to believe me? I'm going to beat the shit out of you to a
16-year-old, yeah.
teenage. He was 25, but teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the oldest one. Yes, Judd Nelson was the oldest one.
Yeah.
During this film, I think actually Molly Ringwald was actually 16.
So was
during
Anthony
filming.
Michael Hall.
Yeah.
They're the same age.
Yeah.
They
I wasn't
dated
sure.
after this movie.
Did they really? I did not know that. I don't know how much. I think Amelia was
23. Him and Ali Sheedy were
I was
both
gonna say,
23.
they were up there. So, but yeah, no. So he's obviously he gets his jollies basically punishing and having authority over what he does. Like that's pretty much the long and short of it. Like he has to make himself feel important, essentially. So he's dishing it out, and then
I'm not going to lose my $30,000 a
Yeah,
year
I
in
have a
my
house.
mortgage.
Yeah, like-
that is
All right,
poverty now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
legitimately.
You have to remind yourself this is back in the 80s.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
That
that's probably a good income.
because it's like my $30,000 a year, and I'm like, dude, you could get Medicaid.
That was me watching Dial.
and SNAP
Yeah.
and all of the things.
That was me watching Dial Destiny the other night when she said, "Oh yeah, I'll do it for 100,000," and I'm like, "You a cheap bitch." Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be in the past. That's a lot of money back then.
It's a lot of money. That's like, what, $1 million now?
Something like that. Oh my goodness. So I think we can all agree that Vernon is an ass.
Yeah.
He is an ass, and due to that, the kids rebel, mainly Bender.
Surprise.
Well,
And
I think because they've had these other kids haven't really had that kind of interaction
Yeah,
with this guy.
the rapport.
But Bender has.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Bender's
Bender's
lives
I'm
with him.
here
Yeah.
every Saturday.
Yeah.
This is my,
This is my
better than home.
Saturday.
This
Yeah.
is better than home. This is where I come. Like,
You're giving me all the attention I wish my father would.
yeah, pretty much. Well, no, because unfortunately, when his father does give him attention, it ends up in not a good way.
Well, this wasn't good either.
No, none of it's good. None of it's good. He's a messed up kid.
I expected a little more from a varsity letterman. You're not fooling anybody, Bender. The next screw that falls out is gonna be you.
Eat my shorts.
What was that?
Eat my shorts.
You just bought yourself another Saturday, mister.
Crushed.
You just bought one more right there.
Well, I'm free the Saturday after that. Beyond that, I'm gonna have to check my calendar.
Good! Because it's gonna be filled. We'll keep going. You want another one? Say the word. Just say the word. Instead of going to prison, you'll come here. Are you through?
No.
I'm doing society a favor.
So?
That's another one right now. I've got you for the rest of your natural-born life if you don't watch your step. You want another one?
Yes.
You got it. You got another one right there. That's another one, pal.
Cut it out.
You through?
Not even close, bud.
Good. You got one more right there.
You really think I give a shit?
Another. You through?
How many is that?
That's 7, including the one when we first came in and you asked Mr. Vernon here whether Barry Manilow knew that he raided his closet.
Now it's 8. You stay out of it.
Excuse me, sir, it's 7.
Shut up, Pee-wee. You're mine, Bender. For 2 months, I got you. I got you.
What can I say? I'm thrilled.
Oh, I'm sure that's exactly what you want these people to believe. You know something, Bender? You ought to spend a little more time trying to do something with yourself and a little less time trying to impress people. You might be better off. All right, that's it. I'm gonna be right outside those doors. The next time I have to come in here, I'm cracking skulls.
Man, that guy sucks.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
dick.
he's terrible.
He is a dick.
Fuck him.
Oh, it sounds so fake.
But no, he was a dick.
He was a
He
dick.
really, truly was.
I didn't
really,
have to
really
hear
was.
him in my ears to know that guy was a dick.
Yeah, he was a dick. And
Waffle.
he was absolutely terrible.
Bitch, be gone.
So,
Be gone, Satan.
you know, you have Bender kind of like rounded out and get this slew of detention because he won't back down.
Yeah.
He just won't back down. He's got this whole persona that he's trying to keep alive in front of these other kids. And that does get shipped away through the movie.
Yeah.
Because when Vernon comes back later and he's isolated Bender and he's got him like locked in a fucking storage room
Yeah.
and he threatens him, like Bender is intimidated. He's scared.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like he's
He
like,
definitely looks like this guy's going to hit me.
yeah, like he's like, and he to the point he's like, "Are you threatening me?"
Yeah.
He's like, a part of it is like, I mean, he's a fucking kid.
Well, Judd Nelson did say in an interview that he thought that he was really going to hit him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that was like actual.
and
like,
that was
the way that
ins-
interaction went. He thought that he was going to be punched in the face.
I don't know. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just an eye. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I mean, absolutely terrible, but played a good antagonist. I mean, he's a good antagonist. He's shady. As
Anytime
later,
you see him, you're like, I fucking hate that.
yeah,
He
He's
can't
a
do
dick.
right.
He's a dick.
because like he's
when his lunch
it's
gets ruined,
branded.
I'm like, yeah, Yeah.
When he
Dick.
dumps that like moss coffee.
Oh, gosh,
Like what
it's
was
so
in that
gross.
thing?
That looked disgusting.
The
I know.
moss coffee.
I don't know
Like,
what it
bleh.
was. It's like he literally just dropped the grounds and everything in it. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is that?
It was nasty.
It looked like a smoothie.
I
Like a
don't-
green smoothie kind
but
of.
like you know, that's not the guy who's
No.
drinking one
No,
of those.
not at all. I don't even think that was a thing back
And the
then.
thing was, is he goes, oh, it looks like coffee sludged up from like the Mississippi or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, is he married?
It was
Did his
like-
wife make shit coffee
His
and he's
wife
talking
hates him
shit?
too.
Yeah,
That's what she makes him for
She's
lunch.
like, motherfucker, here's grounds, bitch. Go to fucking work.
But just like
I mean,
side
it's
note
possible.
though, like can you imagine being in a position where you have to watch 5 snotty nosed kids on a Saturday night or a Saturday day for 8 freaking
9 hours. 9 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
That'd
some
be
people
horrible.
Yeah, that's what you get paid to do, though. Sometimes that's what they get paid
Yeah,
to do.
that's what you get the $30,000.
30,000 in the house. You know,
Yeah.
it's how you afford
Not
your
giving 'em
hatchback.
My
Cardboard
mortgage
box
for
to
you.
flap out front. Your cardboard box to flap out
That's
front.
right. There you go.
Got you an awning.
No, no. Kudos. Here's the thing. Kudos to people that go into teaching and education. That's a hard like thing to do, and it is a thankless job. And you have really good ones. Sadly, you do have wonky ones, but overall, like education in general, it's hard. So kudos and thank you to all of our educators. We support. We appreciate you. But in this, sadly, Vernon is a dick and does not do a good portrayal.
Don't be a, don't be a,
Don't be
that.
a Vernon.
Don't
Be a dick. Literally, his name is Richard. Don't be a dick. So yes,
That's where it came from.
So
Which, by the way, how does Richard get turned into Dick? Who made that weird life choice?
I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
an old thing.
Like Robert to Bob, Richard to Dick.
Well, it was back when
Doesn't
like
make any
the
damn
Dick
sense.
was no longer or Dick. I don't think had been made.
Well,
as
no,
a
it's just
penis
it's just
reference either.
No, not that it's that. It's just a weird
how to jump.
thing. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
weird jump.
I don't know, but apparently it's a thing.
Yeah.
We've made the jump and there's no going back.
No, I definitely went to high school with a couple of guys who preferred to be called Dick rather than Richard.
Really?
Yeah,
I
and his
was-
name was Dunks. Dick Dunks. Richard Dunks. Maybe that's why. I was really innocent in high school, so maybe he was just like advertising. I don't know.
It was a preposition. A proposition. You had no idea.
Proposition.
You had no idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't get
Yeah,
it
my name
because
is
I'm like,
Dick
what's a
Dunks.
dick? I don't.
And you're
fucking
like,
know.
what?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Would you like to know the Wikipedia definition of why
Sure.
Dick
Yes.
is?
Of course. Let's go to the
Let's go there.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia tells us all the truth. Dick is a nickname for most often for Richard, which is likely originated in the Middle Ages as rhyming slang for Rick, as did William, Will, Bill, Robert, Rob, Bob. The modern association with penis is more recent, arising from Dick.
Arising.
They are funny. From Dick becoming a cliche name for any man, as in Tom, Dick, and Harry. So,
All right.
Thanks, the Wikipedia.
Thank
I
you,
love
Internet.
Middle Ages.
I love you.
Middle Ages. Wow. Well, all right. Well, there were dicks in the Middle
Yeah,
Ages too.
Richard,
so-
I guess Rick was short for Richard, which
Dick
sounded
the
like Dick.
Lionheart.
Dick.
Yeah.
All I'm thinking of is your coloring book with the knight with the dragon.
Or the fucking neck piece for like Shakespeare.
Yes. Oh my
Shakes
goodness.
penis.
Go
Yeah,
online,
Dick.
look up the
Too
was it the Tiny Adventures of the Mighty Adventures of Tiny Dick?
Yes. Coloring
The
book.
Big
It's,
Adventures of Tiny.
Yes.
it's amazing.
He's adorable, and you get cut out penises in the back.
Yes. And dolls.
They can wear dress.
Yes. You have
And
paper.
cowboy
They were
hats.
training
Paper
little
doll.
penises.
Paper
Dick.
doll penis dolls. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so I kind of now want to now that we've so they're there, they start their shenanigans with Bender pulling out a screw, closing the door. Dick is off doing his thing. He's walking around school acting like he's cockwalking, going through the fucking confidential files on kids because why
on
not?
teachers.
Was it
On
I thought it was
teachers.
doing it on
teachers, right?
teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it teachers?
I thought it was teachers.
Oh, I thought it was students.
No, he was going through teachers'
Oh, and
files.
Carl caught him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was
Which-
like, give
I
me
liked
$50
him.
and I won't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I liked Carl.
Yeah.
Carl was man of the year, like in '82 or something. When you first are panning through Shermer High School, you see that he was man of the year in one of them. It has Carl Reed, and then that he was man of the year. So I really actually
They
liked Carl.
appreciate their janitorial stuff.
Well, I liked him because again, like he really is like level-headed, and he doesn't let the kids get under his skin. He's like, I go through your lockers, I listen to your conversations.
Yeah, I know
Like,
all the shit you throw
I know, and I
away.
did like it. He's like, what am I, some serf, some peon?
Yeah.
That's what came to my mind.
You're a bitch.
I love you.
What?
I can throw gluten at you
No,
right
please
now.
don't. Please don't.
Gluten and dairy. I have the option.
Shit just got serious.
I could kill you right now.
Attempted murder recorded.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you between shows. All right. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. All right.
Great.
So we've already launched into our feelings about Richard Vernon. He's an asshole. And
Wait, is Vernon his last name?
yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
Vernon is his last name. And then we have Carl, who is the janitor, who honestly is like been there as long and isn't bitter and nasty like Dick. He's like the kind of the counterbalance. And I like that when Dick is basically like, the kids turned on me and he's like, no, like the kids are the same.
Well, but he's
You
like,
know.
these are the kids who are going to take care of me. And he's like, bitch, they're not taking care of
Yeah,
you.
no.
You're
Not
going to be
a
on
chance.
your own.
Reality check,
Yeah.
you and your $30,000.
Not the kid.
You better make that shit stretch.
Yep. But yeah, but I now kind of want to like get into each of the characters.
Okay.
Because again, this is you see them all go in as these archetypes and then kind of
They each have their
evolve.
own growth.
They each have their own growth. They all kind of evolve. They kind of realize they see each other, each different aspects of each other in themselves, which is not something that they would have seen in the day-to-day because they have their own circles of friends. And let's face it, high school, people ran with their crew. If you weren't in it, if you weren't in that lane, yeah, like it was very much tribal. Yeah, cliquey, tribal, like yeah.
That was my problem in high school. Was I
yeah?
never belonged to a clique. I was trying to be friends with different people, so I never belonged with anybody specifically. So
Me
when I
neither.
tried to. I was the outcast, and they were just like, whatever, go away. So my senior year, I had no friends.
Aw.
I mean, I had acquaintances. I had people that I knew that I grew up with.
Friends now, Yen.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
I think you're fabulous.
She is. I would have totally hung out with you in high school.
Thank you. I went to my senior prom with my sister.
I went to
the
mine with a
guy-
blind date.
The guy that I asked said no. So, what?
There's music playing.
I hear it now.
Like it's
Oh,
orchestral.
Yeah, it's for the puppy.
Okay, I was like, where the fuck is that coming
It's for
from?
it's the puppy music channel.
Wow, your ears are great. 'cause I
Yeah,
can't hear a
no,
damn
I didn't.
thing.
I can.
Well, see, at first I thought it was in my mind.
I don't hear it on the mic. My ears aren't that good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard the violin part and was like,
Yeah, that's sleeping music for dog off of the YouTube for the
So
puppy.
the dog has to take a punishment shot.
Bring out the malort.
Do I have to do one because it is technically
no,
okay?
No, because
I'm like-
she's the only one who heard it.
if it was that, then yes, he would. But since it's
Yeah, no,
okay.
it's for the puppy upstairs.
And also, honestly, I was just making sure I wasn't losing my shit because I've been going like, am I
Am I hearing things? Oh, there it is. Yes, I hear it now.
okay? Good.
yeah, but like unless like
I-
without
You
you
focus
drawing
out
attention
for it.
to it, I wouldn't have been.
No, it's just a nice little background music too. It's like, whoa.
Ambience.
It's not. Yeah, it's not disturbing or disrupting. Sorry.
Oh, cool. All right, excellent.
No, you did though.
Yeah, no, I apologize. I will spin if you want me to,
No,
but
you're
I was
fine.
like making sure I was going nuts.
No. We want you to. A sanity check is fine. It's good. It is external. You're good. No, I'm just deaf as a post. I'm like, what? There's noise. All right.
Sorry.
So no, it's all good. So please, Yen, continue. So you went to prom with your sister.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
went with a blind date. Mm-hmm. I went with Ron to my junior prom. I didn't go to my senior prom.
No.
No.
Oh, you guys knew each other when you're junior prom.
Oh yeah, I
So
started
cute.
dating Ron when I was a sophomore. Yep, been together since. Still loves him very much. But no, we went to one homecoming, one junior prom, and that was it. That was all the formals that we did. So yeah, no, we didn't go to senior prom. What about you, Mouse?
I went to both of them,
Ooh, look at you.
and funny enough, senior year, my sister ended up being the queen. Well, I say sister.
Your senior year?
Was it Duck?
Yeah.
Oh, Duck.
Yeah. It was my senior
Is
year.
her name really Duck or is
No,
it
no,
her?
she's Duck.
That's her
Duck
show-
on the
show
show.
name.
She's been on.
She's been on the show?
Yeah, Duck's been on the show once.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she did. She
So
did
how
an
many
FMK or
siblings?
something, right?
How many
Yeah.
siblings
Yes.
do you have?
Or
You have a
tasting
brother.
room.
Biological brother, and
that
Duck
just-
is like best friend.
Oh, okay. Like
She-
adopted sister kind of thing.
Me, you.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I've
got that.
been best friends with her since
Okay.
7th
I
grade.
was like, wait, do you have a twin? Because of like your senior year, she's the prince, she's the queen. I'm like,
she's blonde, so no.
how does that make it? Okay. Okay.
But yeah, so it was really neat. I didn't enjoy them.
Really?
Because I'm an antisocial little thing, so I'm sitting over here glued to the back of the wall, like, don't talk to me. I watch you all dance. Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm an introvert. I'm not comfortable.
So
Literally.
did you want to go or did you feel like you had to go for social purposes?
I had a boyfriend for the first one.
So he invited you and you felt like, did he not dance with you?
He tried to get me to, and I went
And
to.
you
I
were
did
like,
one,
no.
and he was like, he was out there like actually doing the dancing, and I'm like, I gotta go bathroom.
And then you never keep out again.
I'm like, I'm just gonna stay out here and hide. The second year I went because Duck wanted me to, and I was like, you know what?
She won the queen.
I'm like, fuck it. You're on the ballot. If you win and I'm not there, I'm gonna be rightly pissed.
Yeah. So you went to champion the Duck.
Yeah.
That's good. No, that's awesome that you showed up.
I'm
for your
glad I
girl.
went because
Oh, yeah?
the creative writing teacher that year showed up with his wife because he was supposed to be like the chaperone.
Mhm.
They were out there dancing on the floor, like all the like dances, but
Yeah.
then like the slow songs came on, and he was like
Aww.
all lovey-dovey with his wife, and I got a video of it, and like it was so sweet.
That's cute.
That is sweet.
That's
Yeah.
cute. That's a good. See, that's good experience. That's a good experience. Don't know how we got on prom.
Oh,
How we get on prom?
because I talked about.
Oh, because you went with your sister to prom. Friends.
Yeah, 'cause I never really belonged in the clique.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Just gotta get
Sidebar.
gotta get the train back on so I know what we've done and where we are. No, I was in that same boat though. Yeah, and like I didn't have
Clique.
a group to fit in, so
Yeah.
I would hang out with the quote unquote weirdos or outcasts, and like they would be like some of them were from bands, some of them are from art. Like
It's
a lot
almost
were
like-
into anime. I was super into anime.
It was like the group that didn't require you to do like almost like an admittance fee, like
Yeah.
if you belonged to the popular group or the athletic group, you had to be almost like you had to go through a trial almost to be
Like
part of
hazing.
the group.
Yeah,
but
the
be part of
hazing.
the outcasts or the weirdos, you just had to be yourself.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is I think, it's kind of like why I felt like more like a Brian because like he was saying near the end, like he wouldn't this like he would still call these people friends afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
He wouldn't go back to his clique because it really wasn't.
He doesn't have one.
Right.
Yeah. He's just.
But he also
he's
said
just a
that
student.
like the kind of people he would have for friends wouldn't be
Wouldn't
like
care.
that.
Yeah, they wouldn't care.
They wouldn't be so.
To which Claire properly condescends and is like, "That's because they look up to us." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Bitch."
But I love the way he calls her out on that
She
shit though.
he does. He does.
Yeah, he's like, you're so full of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
lo-
don't
I
even
love-
understand how full of yourself you
I
are.
love that you see. So we'll start with Brian. Okay, because perfect jump off. I love how you see him go from being very intimidated by Bender, especially because Bender knows he can bully him right out the gate. You have Andy kind of like speak up for him, but not really. He's like, he's got a name when Bender's like starting in on him.
Yeah.
He's like, what is your name? Everything else.
Yeah.
Because he is this typical nerdy, skinny guy.
Yeah.
He's weaker than these two other guys and he knows it. And to the point that he goes up and he's trying to like de-escalate them and he puts their arms on, they both slap his arms away.
Yeah.
And then as the film progresses, you see him become
Get taller.
get taller.
He had a growth spurt. He was shorter than Judd Nelson when the movie started. By the end of the movie, he's taller than Judd Nelson. He had a- yeah.
I didn't
Is that why
notice
he's sitting
that.
a lot?
Yeah. That's why he's like laying down at the end of the movie
Yeah, during the-
on the floor because
my
he's
gosh.
literally taller than fucking everybody.
That's
because he had
hilarious.
like a
legit-
Maddie's growth spurt.
Oh yeah.
Who he's grown 5 inches in 6 months.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
yeah.
Crazy. Like a
So
weed.
has Eric though.
Pulled a
Oh,
big
yeah?
fish.
Yeah. Because we measured him the other day. I measured him in January.
Yeah.
And then come now, I just measured him in July, and I was like, "Fuck, you have literally 5 inches.
Wow.
Like 3 for Maddie, 5 for Eric, and then
Wow.
Bro's like another 3.
Yeah. Well,
golly.
S has grown a lot. S is tall.
Oh, yeah.
Like we went on Monday for her.
She's almost as tall as I am.
She's 5'5.5".
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got an inch and a half on me.
Yeah.
And then I don't know about
She's taller
E.
than Eric.
I don't know.
Because Eric's 5'4".
Oh. It's okay. He'll shoot up past her.
I mean,
eventually.
Maddie's 6'1". I don't know what
Yeah.
you want.
Golly, 6'1".
And then E is just, she's so fucking petite.
Yeah.
She'll eventually, I don't know if she's gonna grow. She's
gonna
just
grow up.
She's gonna
tiny.
grow.
She's so damn tiny.
She's still young.
Oh man. But yeah, no, like
That's funny.
I think it's great. You see Brian like come into his own and kind of pretty much find his balls and be like, look, like this isn't okay. Like, why are you like this? Like, what makes you think that you have the right, essentially, to, act like you're, better than or anything else? Like, and I think that, I think it brought a lot of heart into Brian. And then, he goes into his share.
Okay, then I assume Alice and I are better people than you guys, huh? Us weirdos. Would you do that to me?
I don't have any friends.
Well, if you did,
No. I don't think the kind of friends I'd have would mind.
I just want to tell each of you that I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't, and I will not. Because I think that's real shitty.
Your friends wouldn't mind because they look up to us.
You're so conceited, Clint. You're so conceited. You're so, like, full of yourself. Why are you like that?
I'm not saying that to be conceited. I hate it. I hate having to go along with everything my friends say.
Well, then why do you do it?
No, I don't. You don't understand. You're not friends with the same kind of people that Annie and I are friends with. You just don't understand the pressure that they can put on you.
I don't understand what? You think I don't understand pressure, Claire? Well, fuck you! Fuck you! You know why I'm here today? Do you? I'm here because Mr. Ryan found a gun in the locker.
Why'd you have a gun in your locker?
I tried. When you pull the fucking trunk on, the light's supposed to go on. It didn't go on,
What's the gun for, Brian?
Just forget it.
You brought it up, man.
I can't have an F. I can't have it. I know my parents can't have it. Even if I ace the rest of the semester, I'm still only a B. Everything's ruined for me.
Brian.
Considering my options,
No, killing yourself is not an option.
Well, I didn't do it, did I? No, I don't think so.
It was a handgun?
No, it was a flare gun. It went off in my locker. It's not funny. Yes, it is. Fucking elephant was destroyed.
So we hear Brian break down. He brought in his flare gun. He does say that I guess he's planning on? I thought how I took it. I thought he was gonna blow up the elephant with it, but he does Claire's like,
Blow up the
you're gonna hurt
elephant?
yourself. That's never the answer.
No, he was definitely talking about killing himself,
Hurting himself
at the school.
self-harm.
But it was in his locker, and the lamp was in his locker, so it blew up the lamp that was in his locker.
Yeah.
So that in its own was like his own little catharsis.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I missed that part.
yeah.
See, and I honestly, like I said, when I watched it, I was like, but prior to today, I had taken it that, he was going to, I don't know, go out to the parking lot at school and blow up the elephant lamp.
Oh.
It was a very, innocent.
Yeah.
Why was there an
place.
elephant lamp in his?
So Brian took shop to basically, he thought he was going to coast his GPA. Because it was easy, because he's like, only
an easy elective.
burnouts take shop, and I'm obviously smarter than burnouts. It'll be fine. I'll pad my GPA with it. And come to find out that he failed. He wasn't able to do the assignment, which was
that was
to
the class
make
he was getting a bad grade in. Okay.
make the elephant pull its trunk for the light to come on. He got an F, and he'd never gotten an F, and he could not come to terms with that. He couldn't deal with it.
So he was going to kill himself.
So he's going to
with
kill
flare gun.
himself. Again, trigger warning. We, just for anybody out there, there's conversation about suicides,
Yes.
suicide in this and self-harm. So just be aware.
Yeah.
It is referenced, but what ends up happening is the flare gun goes off and incinerates his locker.
Okay, but if Andy and the butt cheeks thing,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, that was you? You think they would be like, oh, that was you? You're the one whose gun went off in the locker. Nobody would
That's
knew
why
what he was
the
talking
locker
about.
was
Blown
burnt
up. Yeah, nobody knew about it. So I thought that was kind of retarded. At least follow that shit through, because they referenced knowing about the kid who got his butt cheeks taped together. So why not reference the fact that you
I don't
knew?
know.
They should have tied it in, is all I'm saying.
I-
It was a misstep.
I could see that. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
I do think. Well, I mean, it's a character arc for Andy, because that's the whole reason he's there. But yeah,
Right,
I
but
could
at the
get
same
that.
token,
Yeah.
if you're gonna reference the fact that, well, I heard about that was terrible.
In high school, they talk about everything.
Right,
Yeah.
you're gonna know if somebody brought a gun, flare gun or not, to school and it blew up in a locker.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna know about that, and they were all like, "What? What did you do? Oh my god!"
All right.
I didn't know.
It's
Yeah.
not perfect. It's not perfect. There's some holes. There's some
Yeah,
holes.
that was a hole.
That's okay. There's other holes, like when you see Bender, he's wearing a white sneaker when he's in the gymnasium. It jumps up, he loses his shoe, and then somehow he's got both his boots back on.
Well, that's what was over there next to Dick was his other shoe in his jacket.
Oh, is that
But
what it was? But he still had a white shoe.
No, he popped the shoe
jumped-
off.
He
had
jumped
a
out
sock
of a
What was
shoe.
the purpose of the one white?
Yeah, he had
high
a white
top?
shoe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
about
I don't
that.
know. That's what I'm saying. Like, there are definitely
That was
holes.
weird.
But, it's
Maybe
still
He ran to the gym real quick, grabbed his gym shoes.
his one gym.
His
one
gym
shoe.
shoes.
He didn't have
Because
time
he's
for the other
poor and he
one.
can't afford
Just one.
to.
He just has
He
one.
went to the Goodwill and he only got the left one.
He's
and
more of a left foot jumper, so when he needed to,
He
have
needed
the-
more
the
arch
bounce
support
on
in that
the
foot.
good foot. Yeah, yeah.
Well, since
that was a stupid one.
That was so weird.
No, it was random. And again,
Yeah, it was.
as I've watched, so prior to this, watch it for enjoyment. Never watched it with a critical eye prior to doing this show.
Yeah.
So yes,
Right.
there are definite jumps and gaps, and it's not perfect, but
Yeah.
it is, again, for me, it is. I love this movie.
Yeah.
I really do. It was kind of, again, I came into John Hughes and 80s movies honestly when I was like kind of in high school, because Ron introduced Ron introduced me to them.
Okay.
Prior to that, again, unless it was something on VHS or pretty much kid-centric because of what my mom did working at, daycare center, just not something that I overtly seeked out. Started dating Ron and we started watching all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, I've loved this since, the thousands when I was in high school. Yeah. And because of that, and when I watched it, I could relate a lot because I was a teen when I saw the film. So I didn't watch these in the 80s. I didn't grow up with them in like the same sense that I'm sure you saw them.
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah, I saw him as a kid.
Yeah. So, question, seeing them when you were younger, we get how you feel about them now.
Yeah.
But seeing them when you were
That's
younger.
like a today thing.
How did you feel about them as far as difference versus like now?
Oh, I definitely viewed it entirely different when I
Mhm.
was younger than now. I don't know. It's just I know it's what, a 90-minute movie.
Mhm.
It felt like it dragged.
Really?
Now,
Yeah.
like I don't know. It was one of those things to where I definitely enjoyed it when I was younger, and then it's been a minute since I've seen it. But not like it's not been like 20 years or anything. I've definitely seen it before then, but I don't know, something about, maybe I'm just pissy. But it didn't hit me right today.
Yeah.
The movie, there was a couple of things that made, that I'm like, yeah. But I think there are better John Hughes movies for sure.
Oh, I mean, I love, like, I bet money you're a 16 Candle girl.
100%.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
100%.
All right. That's fine. Because I no.
Thanks.
No. Like, no, you don't need my seal of approval or anything. But no. Like, I've noticed, like, with people with John Hughes, there
Yeah.
are definitely
preferences. Yeah.
And Pretty in Pink, and I love Pretty in Pink. Don't get me wrong. But I absolutely love
I never
Breakfast Club.
really. Ducky was great. For Pretty in
Duckman.
Pink, Ducky was great. But
And
it's one of those
Blair.
things to where, like, I've always, even younger and not having the jadedness I feel towards Breakfast Club right now.
Mhm.
But I always preferred 16 Candles. I thought
Well,
it
you're
was
a rom-com-y kind of girl.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, I
a
am.
romance-y,
Yeah,
kind of girl.
and
Which
it's
is
just
fine.
for me, I never did see the attraction. How the two couples that end up with each other in this movie.
Mhm.
Even younger, I'm like, it's never gonna work beyond right now. Like,
Yeah.
no.
No.
She has too much animosity towards you. She's literally using you against her parents, which is exactly what he says to do because he wants to get laid or whatever the fuck. But like, and then, Allie is all made up and pretty, and then all of a sudden Emilio Estevez is like, you look so good without all that shit on your face. And that shit's going right back on her face on Monday, so he's not gonna like her then. Like,
It's not her whole personality did not change in like 1 fucking hour.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So
these
superficial.
these people are going right back to where they were. So the movie's kind
Calm
of
down there,
pointless.
Jake Ryan
I'm
fan.
just I like Jake.
Pulls up in his fucking Camaro at the end of it.
It's got long duck dong, bitch.
Yeah. No, Pretty in Pink is amazing. I'm just saying there are
16 candles.
16 candles. I'm sorry. 16 Candles is amazing.
Never
But I'm just
seen
saying
it.
there also are some holes in that movie as well. All right, so we kind of started talking about Andy. So let's go ahead and talk about Andy. And Emilio Estevez as Andy. So I don't know if there's any jocks currently. I was a jock in the sense of, like, I did like swim team and I played soccer and things like that, but I wasn't super like in the jock club or anything like that. So how do you feel about his depiction as a typical jock?
He definitely wasn't my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did think his lunch was fucking hilarious though. Because he was like carb loading. So that was funny. He had a full-size bag of chips, 3 sandwiches, an apple, a banana, milk, and juice, and
He didn't need anything to drink. Let's just be honest. Like,
So-
he did not need that Coca-Cola.
So
he had his own
He
milk.
had his own
We would like some
half
milk.
gallon of milk.
Don't touch my milk, but we would like
my
some
whole
milk.
carton of it.
Good
My-
Lord.
my
I
half
mean-
gallon.
And how do they not need to go take a piss or a shit during the whole
They had one bathroom
freaking-
break.
They
He
did?
did.
One.
He comes
Yeah,
in
he's
at one
like,
time.
lavatory.
He does. He comes in and he's like, "Who needs to
What?
use lavatory?" They're all sleeping and they all raise their hand to sleep, and then they
Yeah, he
gloss
just
right over
drank
it.
a whole half gallon of milk.
Yeah.
And juice. Ugh.
I think the bathroom break came before their lunch.
Yeah, I think it did. Maybe. What?
Yeah. I don't
Apparently,
know.
the way you said that broke him.
Oh, broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
So
Sorry.
I am surprised they didn't go with more of the football player
then
and then a
versus
wrestling.
wrestler.
Well,
yeah.
they said that they didn't because football players have kind of been overdone. That's why they chose
Oh,
wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I get that.
You found some fun stuff while looking up.
I always find fun stuff.
I know. I appreciate it.
It's my
Because I did not.
I've got stuff.
I
You know
got
the marijuana that they were smoking?
Yeah.
It was oregano they were smoking.
Was it?
Yeah, they were actually smoking
I
oregano.
was actually gonna Google that, but again,
Yeah.
I watched, like, in order to prepare, I watched, I think, 5 or 6 different behind the
Yeah.
scenes interviews, things like that, so that I could really get like more of a foundation.
Yeah.
That's
well,
funny.
and then okay, so Claire's lipstick trick, where she sticks her lipstick in her boobs and she does her lipstick. She can't actually do that. It was all done with they like literally just shot it to where it looked, but like her hands were blocking it because she really can't get her boobies to do that. I can do
She
that
didn't
shit.
have enough boobies.
No, she didn't.
You have no tits.
No.
Thank you, Ron.
Look, he's here.
Tits are mentioned.
The one
What?
thing he looked at.
Her
Oh,
tits.
her tits
Yeah,
were small.
Literally, he heard tits, and he's like, "What?"
Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, did anybody try that trick when they were a kid? Because
I've
I
done
sure
it.
hell didn't.
I have.
What?
Yeah.
No, did you try? No, I'm not
gonna-
saying can you do it now.
Oh no,
I'm
definitely not.
saying
I wonder
have
how,
you
like,
tried it? Was it just-
I tried it after I saw it in this movie.
Okay.
But I saw it in this movie as like a young girl.
so you okay?
Yeah,
Got it.
so I definitely
Before
like
that,
when I got
though-
boobies, I was like, oh, me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Look what I can do.
I'm sorry.
That was the most adorable boob sound ever. Mew. That's gonna be a new T-shirt. Just mew and just two boobs.
Pushing
Whoop.
pushing
Yes.
them up.
just like this.
Do we want them to go from
We'll
down
have-
here
we'll have the
to
girls,
up here?
We'll have the girls like this one. Just put mew right across them.
Yeah, whatever.
It's funny you said that because there's a video of a little kid asking some guy, "Can I pet your titties?" What? Can I pet your titties? And he's pointing at the cats.
Cats. Kitties. Can I pet your kitties?
Oh, meh, meh.
Well, that was like bro yesterday talking about, oh, I love my belly buttons. And I'm
No,
like,
his
no,
nipples.
that's no. He goes, I love my belly buttons. And I was
Oh.
like, no, that's your belly button and those are your nipples. He's
That's
like,
right.
I love my nipples. They're beautiful. And I was like, yes, be body affirmative. Go.
Love your nipples.
Yeah. He was like, he was just walking around like that. I was
That
like,
was
okay,
so
go for it.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know
it's
what?
good.
So funny.
All
It's
right.
hilarious.
Oh, never.
Okay,
never dulled
so
me
do you
that.
know what? You know when Allie shook her dandruff hair
Yeah.
onto the picture? Do you know what it was?
Was it powdered sugar?
Parmesan cheese.
Nice and
That makes
chunky.
it that much cringier because you can smell
Yeah.
it now.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I think
Parmesan cheese all up
yeah.
in her hair.
Powdered sugar, I think, would have been too fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. It would have
Yeah.
been like,
you need the flake of skin.
ugh.
You'll never have Parmesan again.
I already have to
She
do fake-
can't.
I already have to
Well,
do
she
fake.
can have fake
I can have
Parmesan.
fake Parmesan, and it's actually
Parmesan.
it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Vegejon.
My vegan Parmesan.
Yeah.
I miss cheese.
Yeah, see, I'm lactose intolerant, but it won't kill me yet.
Wait
So
for
you know
it.
that Nick Cage was supposed to
You
be
can ask
Bender?
Chase. He's like, "Bitch,
Was
you
he
look pregnant."
really?
He's
Yeah,
like, "Eat one
but he
slice
was
of
too
cheese and-"
expensive.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Nick Cage in the 80s was too expensive because
Well-
he was supposed to be Bender.
Well, it was funny. They had Emilio read for Bender,
Yes.
and he wasn't like hitting John Hughes right.
Yeah.
Right.
So what ended up happening was
they
Judd
couldn't cast the other
Yeah,
one.
no, they couldn't cast the other one. So then Judd Nelson literally like came in, did 10 minutes, read Bender for 10 minutes off of, with
Dressed
Emilio.
just like that.
Yeah, dressed like him with Emilio. And he's like, cool, I got to get on a plane and like bounce. And he's like, we found Bender.
Yeah.
So it was very much a seat of the pants kind of situation.
Yeah.
And one thing, okay, so Andy, we find out, I think we're good with Andy.
Yeah, we
think
don't need to
anybody-
talk about him.
Yeah, Andy, you know.
I mean, normal. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a jock. He was a bully. He hurt another
He was a
kid.
bully to try and please his parents, which is
Yeah.
a weird thing.
Yeah.
Hey, so what was help me with my mind. What was that movie where the jock falls in love with the outcast girl? And she's done a
She's all that.
makeover.
She's all that.
She's all that. That's basically what that was compressed into a different movie.
Yes.
For me, I think.
Yeah. She's All That was fun. I like that movie.
Yes. And it maybe because She's All That came out way after
It's in the 90s.
this did. So maybe they did pull from that story.
I mean, there's a lot of those stereotypes though in movies where they
Yeah.
take the jock, takes the weird girl, like Pretty in Pink is it's the rich guy takes the weird
10
girl.
things I hate about you.
Yeah, it's always, oh, I'm gonna take the weird girl.
I love 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah, no.
Oh, what?
No.
Was. Oh, he was so
R.I.P.
hot. I miss him. Ugh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So no, I think we're done with this guy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So that's Andy.
Let's put him in the can.
Sorry, Emilio. We're moving on. All right.
Bye.
So, do we want to tap? Since we brought up the makeup trick, we'll jump to Claire and
Okay.
Molly Ringwald, who has worked with John Hughes in Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club, as well as 16 Candles. Thank you. It was right there.
But they had a big falling out because she decided she didn't want to be in teen movies anymore.
Yeah, she was tired of being typecast.
Right, and her and John Hughes like had a huge falling out after that because like that's what she was his go-to girl.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I'm not doing it anymore, and then
Yeah.
whatever.
And then I don't know, really, I mean, I cannot think of many movies with Molly Ringwald that are not those movies.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, were kind of her, like
I couldn't name
iconic.
another movie
Yeah.
that has her in it.
I can name one. Oh, it's not Molly Ringwald, but it's
Well, then it doesn't count.
It doesn't count
because we're talking about Molly Ringwald.
It doesn't count. You're correct.
Well, I can't name a Molly Ringwald movie. Me neither. But what about
okay,
Julia Roberts? Mystic Pizza.
Sammy's brain is broken. Oh, good lord. All right, so
Brooke and Z, I don't know.
So, all right, so you have Claire, who is this stereotypical little rich girl, spoiled rich girl, who, I mean, the reason she's even in detention is because she cut school to go shopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I was going to ask you what that was because I didn't catch that.
Yeah, so when she's talking to her dad, when she's getting dropped off,
Yeah.
and she's like, I'm not defective. Can't you get me out of this? And he's like, well, when you cut school to go shopping,
Oh,
you know.
I heard something about shopping, but I didn't hear before
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
So I see.
I can't think of many roles outside of the Hughes films that Ringwald has done.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look here. I don't know.
And I think, though, like, what do you think of her character in this film versus her character in 16 Candles? Because they are very different.
I didn't see that.
They're very different 16-year-old girls.
She's much kinder, and she's also an outsider and a little bit of a loser. Mm-hmm. So she's got her one best friend. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she's definitely a completely different person in the other movie, and she's much more likable in 16 Candles.
Oh, definitely.
So,
Definitely.
and it's just, I think she's more, okay, so to me, she's more relatable in 16 Candles.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's sitting there and she's like the unpopular girl. She's mooning over the cute, senior guy. And it just, that felt more like real to my high school experience versus like this hoity-toity, bitchy,
being prom queen, basically. The prom queen.
Yeah, this bitchy girl who thinks she's better than everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's what she is. And like who wants to shoot once she gets over her like immediate ick over Bender, she's like, well, this'll make my dad mad.
Yeah.
like,
Daddy issues.
Yeah, so she's just not
daddy
likable.
issues, paging, daddy issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not super, super likable.
Okay.
As opposed to very likable both in Pretty in Pink and
But I
16 Candles.
I do like that she is a kind of a catalyst character in this because let me explain. Because it's through her, like we mentioned with Brian, it's through her being so condescending that he gets the gumption and the balls to be like, wow, you really are like full of yourself. You really are this. Like you are a terrible person. Like and
you belong with him.
You're a bitch. So I thought that was interesting, but I mean, she is really the first time that Allie starts actually talking in the film. And that was actually done on purpose.
Yeah.
Because they kept her not mute, but she doesn't speak for 24 minutes into the film.
Yeah. And then she goes, ha!
Yeah,
Makes
that's
like
it.
random noises.
Yeah, she haws at her.
Yeah.
But it's through the dynamic with Claire that you actually start to kind of see Allie and what she's about and what her character and her personality is.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean when she was a catalyst character. She's not a great character. I agree with you. I can't relate to the prom queen, never was.
Yeah.
Knew people of that persuasion who were witches.
Yeah.
So mean. So nasty.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were good ones out there too. I'm not gonna typecast everybody, but in my experience, no buenos. Because I agree with you, Snow. Like I loved her in 16 Candles. I liked her in Pretty in Pink.
Yeah.
I liked the character. I liked Molly Ringwald in those movies.
Yeah.
I didn't care for Molly in this one.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of cool to see her be able to do a different kind of teenage girl than what I'm like seen her done. So I thought it was kind of cool to see the range that she was capable of in this film. And that's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Do you guys have any particular feelings about Claire? Did they do her right? Did they do her wrong? Any kind of what do you guys feel about her?
I think she definitely portrayed an entitled little snot. Pretty
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I
Which
feel
is
like
what he was going for.
Yeah, and I feel like I've known some of those throughout my high school years. No offense to you, They have been cheerleaders most of the time.
See, I didn't actually cheerlead for the school. It was for Parks
It was through the
and Rec.
county.
Oh, okay, so this is
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so,
like me in soccer. I didn't play for school. I played for the county.
You know, I never played any sport for the school, anything like that. It was all through Parks and Rec.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well then, you're good. You're cool. You're okay.
Yen's like, we can be friends.
I don't wear pink on any day.
Good.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
get
So
what
I
you're
mean,
putting
I think she was probably one of the characters that she portrayed. I think was probably one of the ones that would be the hardest to transition to
Being a better person?
A likable person.
Yeah, because not only is it ingrained into her friends, but it's her family. Like every part of her life is her trying to fit into the box of being that entitled bitch.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And she's not going to do anything to upset her friend circle.
Right.
And that's exactly it, because she's like, well, this is the reality. This
Yeah.
is what it is.
Because then
and
she wouldn't have what she's looking for.
and,
which
and,
is
and then
freedom.
she has her breakdown, her like, oh, feel bad for me breakdown about peer pressure, which actually I kind of wanted to touch on as a continuous theme throughout this film, obviously, is peer pressure. Because let's face it, as adults, we deal with peer pressure. You deal with it throughout your whole life, but it is very prominent, especially prominent in formative teen years and in high school. I think that the way that they did peer pressure from all different aspects
Yeah.
was very unique.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I really like this movie is it really almost kind of boils down to it's like a psych experiment amongst like high school. And that to me is fascinating. Maybe it's because I was a weirdo outcaster and it's like, oh, I can kind of see how this group thinks and functions. You know, like as if it's like National Geographic. I get to be an archaeological observer and be like, oh, okay, this is what, or anthropological observer, and be like, oh, this is why they're doing what they're doing. I know that's super juvenile.
This is a superficial bitch out in the wild.
Yeah. Look at her looking for her fans. They have to be in a clique to go to the bathroom.
Watch her back up that bus real quick.
But it was because I didn't have like connections with those, and I did see this again when I was a teen. So it clicked in my brain and it carried on into now. But I will agree, viewing it now as a parent versus watching it as a kid, whoo, whole different ballpark.
Who did we not touch on yet? Allie? Did we talk
We
about
will.
Allie?
We still got to get to Allie, and I think that's it actually.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
Bender.
Oh, that. You're probably saving that for
We-
last, aren't you?
We can do Bender now, actually,
it
since we've
doesn't
talked about him being utilized by basically being a ploy and him being okay with being her little toy to basically compete with mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's totally down with like, I'm fine with however you want to use me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's no secret from the very get-go, you can see that Bender's attracted to her right out the gate.
My image of you is totally blown.
You're a shit. Don't do that to her. You swore to God you wouldn't laugh.
Am I laughing? You fucking prick. What do you care what I think anyway? I don't even count, right? I could disappear forever and it wouldn't make any difference. I may as well not even exist at this school, remember? And you don't like me anyway.
You know, I have just as many feelings as you do, and it hurts just as much when somebody steps all over them.
God, you're so pathetic. Don't you ever compare yourself to me, okay? You got everything, and I got shit. Fucking Rapunzel, right? School would probably fucking shut down if you didn't show up. Queenie isn't here. I like those earrings, Claire.
Shut up.
Are those real diamonds, Claire?
Shut up.
I bet they are. Did you work for the money?
Shut
for those
your
earrings?
mouth.
Or did your daddy buy those for you?
Shut up!
I bet he bought those for you. I bet those were a Christmas gift, right? You know what I got for Christmas this year? It was a banner fucking year at the old Bender family. I got a carton of cigarettes. Why'd you do that?
Said you wouldn't.
You know how you said before how your parents used you to get back at each other? Wouldn't I be outstanding in that capacity?
Were you really disgusted about what I did with my lipstick?
Truth?
Truth.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I still don't like it.
All right, damn.
All right, let's jump into it. Why? Go for it. Go. Now's the time.
I mean,
There's just nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
this
Yeah,
little
sorry.
ball here.
I know this is important.
it's okay. Speak to the stick. It's fine.
Yeah.
Not the ball.
Just
the stick.
just nothing about him. He's not attractive.
Oh my God. No, yes, he is.
No, I don't
He's
find him
really
attractive
fucking fine.
at all.
Oh.
No.
I mean,
I never have seen The Thing in the Judd Nelson. And
is
it's
so
just
hot.
he's such a dick. And
I have a weird
he's-
thing for him, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Go for it.
No, he's a dick. Please
He
continue.
is. It's just like he's so nasty to everyone. And even though it could be, I don't think it is a front just to keep people at arm's distance. So like they can't hurt me if I hurt them first. It still doesn't make you attractive. Like, fuck off. I'll keep the arm distance. Kept COVID this bitch 6 feet.
Damn.
Stay away.
So no, that's not you. I was gonna say Sammy. Oh my gosh,
So
I'm regretting.
Sammy.
So Sammy.
Did you forget your name?
I did.
refer to myself.
Hello, my name is Snoo. Snoo.
Snoo.
Snoo.
All right, so Snow's not a fan. All right, we got that. What about you, Yen?
Wait, what?
Are you a fan of Bender?
Sorry.
Snow's in camp? No.
I was
Can't,
looking
no,
at something.
fuck, no.
I mean, I thought he was very attractive. I felt like he, but I thought he, honestly, I had to look him up who the character was. Like I said in the beginning, I thought he was Robert Downey Jr.
Really?
In the
Yes.
eyes, a little,
Yes.
okay, the
and
dark
the way
hair in
he
the
has kind
eyes.
of like the
Okay.
what the fuck
Since
look
you
on his
said
face
that,
half the
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I honestly thought, and I actually looked that up. I was like, I wonder if they're around the same age around this time. Mm-hmm. But
Are they?
I think so because I think
He was
they had
25 when they did this
pictures-
movie.
They had pictures of them together, so I think they're roughly around the same age.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, weren't they both in Stand By Me?
I don't know.
Isn't Robert
I
Downey
don't.
Jr.?
I don't.
No, I don't
Ron?
even know.
I don't think
It's
Judd
such-
Nelson
so,
is in Stand By
So
Me.
many people are in Stand By Me. I
Oh, a
just
lot.
don't even know.
Emilio is.
Yeah.
Emilio's definitely in it. RDJ.
Weird Signs.
He was, but was he in Stand By Me?
No.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
don't
Ron.
I
The wiki
I
Ron.
understand that
Yeah.
he's damaged. He's hurt, so he lashes out on
A lot of bravado,
everybody
yeah.
else. But I think there were definitely times where I felt he probably went too far.
Pushed it.
Yeah,
Pushed it.
more than what
Well,
he
I mean,
needed
he's a
to.
bully.
So
He is a
that's why-
bully.
yeah,
Which he was a bully offset too.
really. So he wanted to keep was he in?
He was like
method
trying
actor
to
or something?
method acting, so he treated Molly Ringwald like shit.
Really?
Yeah.
So
See, I knew it
because
was-
that's like she's the one who he bullies the most.
Yeah.
And so he did that shit offset too.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So he
That's not okay.
Dick
Yeah.
through and through.
Wow.
Sorry. No, that just made it worse for him.
Yeah. That kind of
So-
even takes him down a little bit in my book.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's still like,
little?
yeah.
That's it.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
said that John Hughes actually nearly fired him over
oh
it.
shit!
But
it was that bad.
It was that bad.
Oh,
but
damn it.
the casting director defended him and like he's just trying to get into character. So he ended up being saved by the casting director.
Then be a better actor.
Yeah. Be able to turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to be doing that offset.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
yeah,
that's-
I
that's-
understand.
that's
Because
that
she was
it-
only
but
16 years old.
And he's 24.
And he was 25 when they
offset,
shot the
that
movie.
should
Yeah.
that should stop.
No,
Don't be like
and,
that.
and I did not know that. So yeah, no, that unfortunately Bender did just lose a little point for me. Yeah, definitely for sure, because that's definitely not okay.
I'm good at ruining your childhood.
You really are.
I'm fucking sorry.
I'm gonna make a shirt. Snow ruined my childhood.
Over and over and over.
That'll be on the back of it.
If people were like, "You don't like snow?"
I love her.
She's
she
a bitch.
just ruins my childhood every show.
She
What
shits on my
What's
life.
Sammy's yay parade? I'm shitting all over it.
What is she like? I don't think she's gonna like it now.
It's fine.
I love Honest John. You
Oh,
mean the pedophile peddler?
No. Nope. Nope. That clip you sent me literally was so cringy, and I have absolutely no memory of it in the movie.
It's in the movie.
Absolutely no memory
No,
of
it's in
that.
there.
Which makes me like childhood man, like, and how it can like block shit out.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
No, dude, because like that was on Little Mermaid, and she sent me the clip from the film, and I'm like, no, like I'm sitting there like,
what was it again?
Honest John,
Honest
in Pinocchio.
John, the
'Cause
one
he's a
who's
fox.
selling.
He's a
Yeah,
fox.
the one
and
who
him
was
the cat.
he was kidnapping kids and selling them to this guy to take to Pleasure Island.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Where they were gonna never leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were gonna go and
They became-
work
they
and
became
enjoy their
donkeys.
work
Yeah.
and yeah,
became donkeys and all
So
of
yeah,
that stuff.
that kind of mentality, and I've recognized that in several different films. You know,
Yeah.
you see things when you're a kid, or you hear music when you're a kid, and it totally is something different than when you're an adult. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
you,
yeah.
you wake up almost
You have an
to what
innocence
it is.
filter.
Yeah.
Exactly. So whenever they come out with these new films, I'm honestly not that critical of what I think it's going to portray, because I know my kid is not going to see it the same way.
right.
Oh no.
They're going to see it as the innocent film that it is.
Yeah, they're not gonna
Now,
see the agenda. They're not
my
gonna see
adult
the double
brain's
entendre.
going to see other things, but that's cool if they. Yeah. So. I get
No,
that.
it's
Yeah.
like when I remember watching Shrek as an adult and realizing that freaking the king, whatever his name, Farfignugan, what's his name?
Farquaad.
Thank you. Literally gets a semi while watching Fiona on loop.
Yeah.
On the magic mirror.
He's like,
he pulls up
"Oh."
his blanket.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I remember that. Like
So
it really is.
yeah.
You have that like innocence filter, and
Yeah.
no, she blew the fucking doors off that one.
You're old enough, you can grow up and realize that is a bad movie.
Yeah.
It's a no.
But it's
No,
funny
never
because I
again.
mean that's how screenwriters and everybody end up like pulling in not just kids but adults, because we see it in totally different views.
Well, yeah, and I mean they purposely put in adult jokes.
Well, that's to
In
make the
certain
adults
scenes.
not mind sitting through the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's to be
And that
across.
I appreciate. Like the
Yeah.
Lego movie does it really well.
Yeah, no, and you
Yeah.
can do it really well.
Yeah.
You definitely can do it well. That one, again, like, don't get me wrong, like, I still watch Shrek with my kids. Like, they've seen it. They don't get that reference.
They're not going to
Yeah.
notice
They're
an
not
erection.
gonna. They're not gonna notice why or what. And I'm not
No
going to
clue.
have that conversation at this
Yeah.
point because I haven't had to.
Yeah.
To this day, my favorite one of those is in Monster House. She goes, "So if that's the tongue and those are the teeth, so that must be the uvula. Oh, so it's a girl house."
Yes, that one was bad. I was like, that's what I did. Just silence. I was like,
And what movie is this?
Monster House.
I have not seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's a cute
really
one.
good
It's a cute
movie.
movie. It's a good Halloween.
Like, no, you don't know what a uvula is. That's the hangy ball thing.
A scrawny little dude marries the fat woman from a carnival, and she ends up dying in the basement
and
and
then
haunts the
possessing
house.
and possessing the house.
Yeah, you're,
Well,
you're
that
telling me
sounds like
I've
a
seen
good
it, but I
kids
don't know
movie.
it. No,
Yes,
I've never
it's
seen it.
amazing. It's like the house eats a dog and they show it. That's great.
It's an intro horror kid movie. It's like Coraline creepy.
And what's the rating?
You've
on
never
that?
seen Coraline?
Coraline's really good.
PG. I think it's PG.
Oh,
Yeah.
So like my 7 and 5-year-old probably be too young.
It may scare them because it
watch
is a
that.
haunted house.
Yeah.
Have they seen Coraline?
No,
Okay, yeah, no. If
I
I
get creeped out by Coraline. I
Really?
don't, yeah.
buttons for eyes.
Fuck that
it's
shit.
so
There's a
good.
theory that she never actually leaves.
No.
So no,
I know.
It's
There's
creepy
so
as hell.
much back
I'm
Coraline
not dealing
lore.
with nightmares.
Oh yeah, we
kid.
totally have to review that movie.
Oh, that'd be so much fun. Okay,
yes.
Coraline. Yeah. it's
Anyway.
happening.
Yes, it is PG. Oh,
All
Monster
right.
House, by the way, it's
Yes,
PG.
PG.
Okay. So
So
a couple more years.
no, but yeah, I
Where were we?
no shitting on my childhood. That's
Oh,
where we
that.
were.
Bender. Yeah. Oh man,
A nice curly wizard hat.
that's a nice poop.
All right, so all right, Yen has said her opinion of Bender.
Yeah.
Which now we know he was a schmuck offline, and I do feel bad that he was a schmuck offline, not offline, off camera.
To a teenage girl.
Yeah, that makes it sad.
I get so frustrated with these method actors.
Well, I
honestly,
mean,
do.
like, and the thing was like when I saw that he was doing a method actor, because for him to prepare for this, because he grew up going to like prestigious like private schools, and like he didn't go to like anything public, so he had like no background for playing like this type of character, you know. And so what he ended up doing was he actually, because they filmed in he was in Chicago because it takes place in Illinois, and he went into one of the high schools dressed as Bender and sat in the back and basically observed for like a week and interfaced with
He
them.
pretended to be a student.
Yeah.
He also bought those kids beer with his fake ID.
Damn it, stop it.
Sorry.
You're ruining my t-shirt.
Thank you, Snow. Thank you.
You're ruining my t-shirt.
And
it's my
again.
favorite shirt.
And again. And again.
You brought
Well,
it up.
looks
I
like
wasn't
now we
going to
gotta
say
burn
it,
it.
but you brought up that he went to the school.
I thought it was because in the interview he just said that.
Because
like
he
he's
he bought kids alcohol with his fake ID. That was his 25-year-old ID.
Finding your stuff. I don't see like the solicit stuff. There's like this like, oh, this is the kid friendly version for
I
Sammy.
dig
And Snow's like,
deep.
here's the real shit.
She probably,
reality.
she probably Googled, all right, why does this movie suck?
I like it.
No, I didn't even have to
Snow's
do
real
that.
shit.
Hold on, I need to go to fucksammysdreams.com.
I could create
Bender's
the
a
website.
douche. Here's why. Damn it.
You know what? I don't think Ron took his
Oh yeah, you have to take
shot
your
of
yummy.
enjoyment.
You have to take your yummy.
Yeah, don't
He's
forget.
so tired, and he has a show to do after this. Leave him alone.
does?
Yeah, he's on ours.
Oh, that's right.
All right, before we fortunately put down this particular horse, Crystal, do you have any feelings about Bender? I will save my thing, but I'll get there. What about you? Not a fan, obviously, from that look, I'm assuming.
Oh God.
I mean, to be fair, the first time I watched this, it was
yesterday.
No.
This morning.
Today.
No.
Cheers to BAC.
Thank you, Ron.
Go take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, go sleep.
You don't
Dingus.
have to be down here right now.
We need you in like an hour.
Okay.
Go
Bye.
sleep.
I'll be okay. Don't worry.
Actually, I mean, we're almost done.
Yeah, you wasted your time, bro. We're almost done.
Yeah,
Bruh.
we're literally almost done.
Look, bruh.
You don't have to.
When I first watched this
chose
movie,
to.
the part of my life I was in, I was not like, ooh, boys. So watching it, I was just like, huh, cool. He's a dude with long hair. Okay.
He looks like he smells bad.
Watching it now.
He probably needs
It's like,
deodorant,
I bet you smell like my ex-boyfriend did. And it's like,
There's just so much wrong with him.
I mean, teenage boys.
I love you
in general.
so much. Don't punch me in the face.
I'd have to,
Just
if you power washed him.
Ew.
I got one. I got a pressure washer. You definitely
know
want to
what?
clean that thing.
Maybe
Poor
he's
Sammy.
grown out of it now and he's good. And I know because he's
What?
still fuckable. Like I still think he's hot.
You think you're gonna meet him as an adult?
Stop ruining
Judd,
my
Judd
dreams,
Nelson, please message at Sammy.
dude. He
Barrel
is
aged
Sly
chicks.
Sammy,
He's
barrel
still
aged
he's not
chicks.
bad looking.
She would love you for it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's funny.
no.
In case you're listening.
So yeah,
We did message Henry Cavill on several shows. Maybe it'll work. I mean,
Hey,
keep putting it
Henry.
out there.
yeah.
So for you, it just
Come
didn't,
talk
he was just a
again.
character.
Yeah, like there was like no,
Hands down.
ooh. It was just,
There was no
cool.
off. Okay.
You can't be greedy with that one.
So for me, like, and I am all things aside, I'm sorry that he did that to Molly Ringwald. That's not cool. Like, you shouldn't be a dick like that. Okay. I'm gonna stick to it. I still think he is fuckable. He is still fucking hot. I like him as this character. In the character of this film,
Go ahead, narrow it down
I'm
a little
all
more.
fine with it.
Yeah.
Because he's hot and I think he's redeemable. And I just, and there you go. So I'm gonna stick with it.
Let dead dogs lie.
There you go. So let's move on.
I'm just gonna ignore everything except for that
I'm
one
going
moment
to
when I
reject
saw
your
him.
reality and live in my own delusion. And it's fine. It's fine.
Thank you.
All right.
She's Sammy and she's fine.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
All
fucking
right.
fine.
So we're gonna round this out
Round
with talking about Allie. Because we haven't really gotten to talk about Allie a whole lot. And I really like Allie as a character. She definitely of the two, I related to a lot more. I know. I think all of us. I think all of us sitting here related to her.
I mean,
More.
As I probably have like a jacket that looks similar to that chick's like
Yeah,
whole
that's true.
appearance. Just
I did like one of my favorite scenes with her when she is nonverbal in the first like part of it was when Bender threatens Andy with the flip blade, and then he like sticks it into the desk, and she leans
takes
over
it.
and she steals
She's a
it.
klepto.
Oh my gosh.
She took his lock off his locker.
Yeah,
she took so
his,
much
She
shit.
took his patch. She took that
She is-
vinyl, that Prince vinyl that she's looking at. She took from the teacher's lounge.
Yep.
Did you notice how many tampons were in her bag when she dumped it out?
She's has
Okay.
a heavy flow.
hold on. I will say
That shit is real.
She is prepared.
No.
So I will say in my defense during
She
that
even had an extra pair of panties.
She
Did you
dumped
see that?
it-
She is
oh,
ready.
And Brian is a pervert because that was the first fucking thing that he touched. He's a little pervert. He was like, "Oh, underwear."
He's
What are
never seen
these?
girls' underwear
He's got a
before.
beaver shot in his wallet.
So because I was like trying to do stuff around the house while watching this and I'd seen it before, I was like kind of like doing the dishes when that scene came on, so I can't remember like exactly what was
on
going
and
on.
everything.
But here's the thing, when I was in high school, even if it wasn't anywhere near my time, I would have like 3 extra pads, a couple extra tampons, like if a bitch needed shit and she knows, come to me, I got it.
I don't have a uterus anymore, and I have that shit in my basement just
Thank
in case
God.
for people.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
I mean,
'Cause
you want to help
shit
a
has
bitch
been-
out.
That has been needed.
Like I
You're
walk
welcome.
around with Tylenol and aspirin and stuff in my purse because I'm like, my mom always taught me you never know if someone's gonna have a headache or something like that. So be the little old lady of your
Yep.
friend group.
I have those, and I have Benadryl because I don't fuck around with allergies.
I'm getting close
And
to
an
carrying on
EpiPen.
cough drops.
I got an EpiPen in there.
Yeah.
But no, funnily enough, like for that, growing, like being a teen girl, I didn't have that shit. Like I
Yeah.
might have had a tampon because I just didn't think about it. I
Yeah.
was like, I've got fucking 2 science exams and shit.
I had so many of those things just like hanging
Hanging
around.
around.
I keep finding them in my house, and I'm like, oh, there's another little pocket of tampons. So let me just stick it in the downstairs
pocket of
basement.
tampons,
It
like they're
is.
tribbles.
But like, you know, like the little purses that you keep just for those, I find them randomly in like a purse, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just stick it in the basement that way, just in cases, because I don't need it anymore.
You know,
I do.
never know.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
I'm helping a bitch out.
The ladies that hang over and hang out with you,
They appreciate it.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. We do.
They're like, we have to leave, and I'm like, you don't. Look under the cabinet.
Hey.
Tampons.
It's like golden shlimmery.
Yes.
Look what I have for you.
Yes.
Please take what you like.
So
I have an assortment.
That's a really nice like doo-doo-doo voice. Like,
Oh, thanks.
please sit down
She
and
is a
fasten your
princess.
seatbelt. She really is. You should read books
Yen-
on Amazon.
Yen
Not Amazon,
princess.
Kindle.
Yeah, maybe one day. Once upon a time.
be good. You can use this as your promo. Just cut out all the not okay shit.
Once upon a time.
It's all okay. Yeah.
My name is Yen and da 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 da. Fuck!
Sorry, Dad.
Does she have Tourette's?
Oh my gosh, I should read a nursery rhyme with Tourette's.
Oh yes.
Make it your
I
own
have a
version.
book. It's
of
called Go the Fuck to Sleep.
Yes, Go the
I
Fuck
have
to
the book.
Sleep.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, I liked Allison. Again, I liked that she didn't pull any punches. I did like how her and Brian were the no bullshitters because they had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I mean,
and-
she's just there to waste time. She
yeah,
had nothing
she's
better
like,
to
I
do.
had nothing better to do, which is why I'm here. I have no friends, no life. It's fine.
So-
and I'm getting attention here, which I don't get at home.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Whenever she gets made over by Claire at the end, and she comes out, and of course the jock guy, I can't remember his name, Andy.
Emilio.
Andy.
Yeah.
Andy, yeah. it's like,
Emilio.
oh my god! And then Brian looks up and stares at her, and she's like,
Glaring at him.
I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face, dick. So, why would she act like that to him, but not towards Andy, who is giving her literally the same look?
I think
I was confused by that.
I think she looked. How I took it was she looked to Brian as the no bullshit and like his genuine expression, and then when he smiles, you notice that she goes "thank you" because she
Yeah.
is so nervous.
Yeah.
that she may not even know how to handle what the fuck is coming from Andy. Because let's be honest, dude looks like a fucking stag that's like in the middle of the room, like he looks like a deer about to get hit.
Yeah.
Stag. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
Nothing.
Think you found a new noun for the jar.
No, like I honestly think how I took it was she looked to him to be like, you're like gonna be honest, your reaction's gonna be sincere.
Yeah.
And when he like
Almost like a
smiles-
brotherly
Yeah, and when he smiles
bond.
and is like,
Okay.
you look like he has a genuine reaction of like, you look
That's a
lovely,
good
you look
thing,
good.
yeah.
And that's when she goes, thank you.
Okay.
So that's how I took it, at least. And again, like I can kind of relate to that because like I get nervous about how I do my makeup sometimes. And when I don't get like that, I get very in my head about it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to wash my face and I'm just going to not try. I'm going to put a hood on and I'm just going to go in the corner. It's fine. It's fine. It took a long time for me to get comfortable doing that because again, in high school, I wasn't the pretty girl. I wasn't the sought out girl. I wasn't, shooing guys away or anything like that. So I had lots of guy friends.
But you had a guy.
But until I met him,
You met him at 14.
Well, I know, but but that's
of your
14.
high school
That's
life.
14 years of having to
When
interface
do you go
with
to high
males.
school? At 14.
No, I was in at 13. I started high school at 13.
You started high school early. But like,
I started
So
school
your
early. I was
high
4.
So you had maybe a half or 1 year
I was
of
a year.
high school before you found
Your person. No,
boyfriend,
2.
future husband.
2.
You
I had
said
2.
14.
I met him at my sophomore year.
Okay, so you went through 1 year.
I was on my second. Yes, I was on my second year.
Girl.
Let me just take a poll. Hold on for a minute.
I had
So-
no boyfriends my entire high school, pretty much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you need to stop and shut up about it right now.
Yeah.
I'm saying for
Crystal, input.
Literally.
for me, that was
The guy that you're with currently, are you? Did you meet them in high school?
I met him like a month before I fucking graduated.
still technically in high
Didn't
school.
meet
I'm
till
just saying.
college.
I met him at Firestone. He fixed my flat tire.
He did
handy.
frequent Firestone. What? I'm so. I liked what Ron was putting out.
I
so
didn't
I
get
put a ring
attention
on
from
it.
guys from high school except for my boyfriend.
No. I had
Who
another
gave
boyfriend.
me all of the attention.
No,
And now
I
we're
had-
married
I had-
and happy
I had
and in
another
love.
boyfriend pre-Ron. I did have a boyfriend pre-Ron, and I did. I had.
So
a
you had attention from boys.
Yeah, but it was like dating my brother. It was weird.
Congratulations.
That's just
Weird. It was
Still?
weird. I knew him since like second grade. It was very odd.
So I
It's very
had
odd.
my first boyfriend my senior year of high school. He was the loser crew, smoked pot, was not very smart. Dated him for a week until I couldn't stand the smell of cigarettes when he kissed me.
Ew.
Never told my parents about him.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't
That
listen.
was
Hi,
it.
Dad.
Any
That was it.
boyfriend I
had
had in
that.
high school was a couple of weeks, and that was it.
Yeah.
And it didn't go anywhere beyond the campus. So yeah.
I met mine young. What can I, say?
know, but you're bitching
lucky.
about it, saying you didn't
No.
get attention from boys in high
What
school.
I'm saying is okay.
No attention
What I'm
whatsoever.
saying is that I did not find confidence in myself. Even
Well, that's on him.
no, even with Ron, like I was very like Ron would tell me I was beautiful. I was in my head about it because I was bullied so bad. I was barked at when I walked down hallways. I was called a dog. My nickname was something that rhymes with my real name that was not nice. Like I was bullied so bad by guys that I thought I was a dog. So I really didn't like even now. Like,
Dogs are adorable.
Yeah, dogs.
not when you're called one and barked at. It's really fucked up.
Please.
Do I look like a poodle? That's right. Hi.
It's not good. It fucked me up a little bit.
I mean, yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
So no, like, anyways,
Kids are stupid.
Yeah.
High school's dumb. I mean, go through school and
It
graduate.
never
please,
ends
but
though.
it doesn't. You graduate, and you literally move into life, which is a giant.
Older high school.
High school still is applicable.
You're way better.
in college is where I found myself. Like,
Well, me too.
I literally found people that were like me,
Mm-hmm.
found friends, opened up, and eventually found my future husband on my sophomore year in college.
Yeah. No, and like
So it doesn't
That's
always
amazing.
end up that way, thankfully.
no, and like same thing. I didn't find myself until college as well because I was very much. I will
Just say
change.
hi to everybody.
I will change how I am to make the cool person like me was how I was in high school. And it really wasn't until college that I was like,
Broke out of that.
I really like who I am. And I met one of my friends who I'm still friends with to this day, and she liked me for who I was. And I was like, oh, I don't have
because
to-
you're an awesome person.
Oh, well, thank you.
You are.
I love you.
Fucking retarded, but that's fine.
And you're beautiful.
Welcome to the club.
Thank you. And I'm grateful. You know, we all go through those, and I think again, we can kind of round up this film. I do think that Hughes caught a lot of the awkwardness, a lot of that difficult growth, a lot of that coming into your own with this film. Yes, it's 90 minutes. You can only do so much in 90 minutes. And of course it's John Hughes, so he's going to wrap it up with a cute little romantic bow at the end of it, which I like. I like that, the pairing, even if it isn't going to last, it's nice. It's a nice end note to me. So,
Speaking of the ending real fast, and to kind of pause that real fast, the end of the movie was the whole reason I watched it, because Pitch Perfect used that song in one of their...
I love that song.
Yes. So they used that in one of their closeouts, I think one of the final battle. And I'd never heard it before, and I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. And they talked about Breakfast Club being like an amazing movie, and it was the whole part of it, like the girl ends up watching it by herself, and she's sobbing, and that's the song she uses to get the guy back, etc. But I'm like, I need to watch that movie. It sounds like a good film. So I'm sitting here watching it, I don't see why she's absolutely fucking sobbing as he's walking across the field, but it's a good film.
Yeah. No,
Well, it's funny. Simple Minds didn't like the song.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to record it. So they recorded it in 3 hours and then just forgot about it. And
it became a huge
they didn't
hit.
realize how big it was until they found out later that it was a #1 hit in the US, but they had no fucking clue. They even bullshitted the song because their whole la 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 la. That was because they didn't want to put lyrics in. So they literally just kind of threw it away. They're like, we'll fill it in later.
All I'm gonna say is done.
So one of the really good songs of theirs, they just forgot about the song that clearly says "Don't forget about me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The irony.
Fantastic.
The irony.
Yeah.
But I do.
They just wrote this song off, honestly. And
Don't you
yeah.
forget about the
10-4.
lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I really loved what Hughes tried to do here. And, at the end of the film, again, how it ends is, you have the pairing, you have everybody kind of grew, everybody's a little closer, everyone's a little more, comfortable in their own skin, all of that stuff.
Till Monday.
And you have until Monday. Yeah. Because it's fucking high school, let's be honest.
You're going to go back
And
to
you're going to go back to life.
Yeah.
Again, it's
not
90
Brian.
minutes and it's not real. It's totally not real. But it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fun and it's fun.
Everything's
I love
fine.
you, Sammy.
I love you too, Snow.
Don't be mad at me.
I'm not.
Don't you?
I'm still gonna rock
Be
the
mad at
fuck
me.
out of this t-shirt. It's fine.
Don't.
No, and I'm grateful that you guys watched it, and I do have to admit, again, seeing it as a parent, 100% difference. Like, I have my, S is 12, and already we are dealing with angst, and that's the word of the day for this film. It's teenage angst. It really is, and it's not fun. And it does not paint a cheery picture, but I can just hope that it isn't as bad
Yeah.
and that we will get through it. This
Yeah.
too shall pass.
Let us hope so.
Fingers crossed.
Because I'm 2 years in and no.
I know.
I mean,
I know.
honestly,
You're blazing the trail for us, girl.
As long as you love your kids, you pay
Of course.
attention, and you want the best for them, and let them grow in the way they want to grow.
Yeah.
I think that's honest. And you do what you can as a parent.
Yeah.
You can't.
There will be a time where your kid just does not like you.
I mean, that's what this.
It is now.
Yeah. Most of the parents on this movie, I think, were ones that didn't care or cared about a specific thing, whether it
Yeah.
be the academics or the athletics.
And not the
part.
person
They
as
were
a whole.
they were losing
Yeah.
the kid for
And
the
they
accomplishment.
weren't- Yeah.
Or they didn't give a
So-
flying fig in the case of Bender and Allie.
Yeah. So for me, I mean, looking at it as a mother of a 7 and a 5-year-old, I can prepare okay, listen, I just got to support them and who they want to be, and encourage them to be good at what they want to do in life, but love them under all of it.
Of course.
love them for whatever it is.
Oh yeah. Well, we're
it.
moms and Mouse.
I have a dog.
She's a-
Love your
she's a
doggy
fur-
for
she's a
whatever
fur
the doggy
mom.
wants to be.
She's a fur
Yes.
And no, and that's the thing is, you know, we will always love our children, and it just really sucks because growing pains are a real fucking thing.
Yeah.
I do think that Hughes did a good job in kind of showing the teen perspective of that. And you know, and I can appreciate the film for that. So on that note, let's go ahead and round table, and we'll do Coca-Colas. We'll do Coca-Colas. Five Coca-Colas, and I'll finish us out. So Mouse, how many Coca-Colas for the Breakfast Club?
I'm gonna give it a solid 3.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. It was well done. It's definitely one that, like, when it comes on, granted, I don't have TV anymore, but if I were to walk in, my friends are watching it, I'd be like, oh, shit, cool, and sit down and keep watching it. Or if, like, I'm scrolling through and there's absolutely nothing catching my mind on Netflix or what have you, if it's on there, like, oh, boop. But
nice. All right.
Really good.
Thank you, Mouse. Thank you very much. How about you, Yen?
So I seeing this film
For the first time.
as a virgin.
Still blows
right?
my mind a little bit. It really does.
I honestly too was surprised that I hadn't seen this before.
Yeah.
And I think I had seen clips or, you know, where you hear it so much you think you've seen something until you actually
Well,
watch
I mean,
it.
it's like this scene
Nothing.
where Bender is walking off is so iconic. It's been done in
Yeah.
like Family Guy. It's kind of like The Simpsons. It's been thrown out and done in a lot of other pop culture things and referenced.
Right.
So I guarantee you saw a reference somewhere along the line.
Yeah, but I think growing up, I don't think I actually did watch this on TV or elsewhere. So as a virgin watching this for the first time, I would actually give it 4 Coca-Colas.
No, nice.
I think it was good. You know, I think it did reach different groups of people in a high school setting. I think I probably would have enjoyed it better as a high schooler myself, or even just coming out of high school, just to be able to kind of relate a little bit to it better. I thought the acting was pretty good. The Judd, whatever his name is,
Judd Nelson,
did a great job with Bender and the Brian Guy character.
Anthony Michael Hall. There it is.
Yeah. And I thought Allie's character was kind of quirky, but that's who she's supposed to play. So, so no, I thought it was a pretty good film. It was definitely one of those coming of age films that you kind of group with all those other ones around that time, around the 80s, late 80s, early 90s kind of feel. So, so yeah, 4 Coca-Colas.
Thank you, Yen.
Yeah.
All right, Snow.
What do you got?
I'm ready.
An empty can.
Truth.
Beep.
No,
Give us the truth.
Beep. Here comes the shitmobile. Beep.
I would like you to rate this though. The first time you saw it, and then now as a parent.
I am going to throw in extra because I did enjoy this as a child.
I'll take an average.
Yeah. So putting together like my enjoyment I had for this movie before seeing it again now.
New eyes.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
Okay.
Because literally, like, my opinion has changed a lot about this movie. And it's just literally just seeing it from a totally different perspective from when I saw it when I was
from the mom
when I was a kid.
perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was, 10, 11, 12, teenager.
Yeah.
And this movie was relatable to me, and now I find it completely unrelatable. And it makes me think like, okay, well, how did parents, when they first saw this, find this movie any way relatable?
Yeah.
I can't imagine that they would, except for being like, well, what it was like when I was in high school. So I think that I'm kind of jaded in the fact that they made these parents look so terrible.
Yeah.
And like, there's no way all of these parents were fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And yes, teenage angst. You are emotional. You see things through a very, very weird filter. So yeah, they did a good job with that. But for me, it just like made me feel like I already have enough trouble dealing with, am I doing right by my kid? But then like throw it in my face that no, they're going to hate you and think that you're terrible anyway, no matter what you do. Holding you accountable and taking you to detention. You're a terrible fucking human being. I'm sorry. Accountability is very important.
Yeah.
Especially for kids.
Oh,
and
100%.
parents who don't hold their kids accountable, it's a problem, and it's a lot, and I think it's a lot of what's wrong with some of
Currently.
the people now is that they were never held accountable by their parents.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
I'll take that.
There is some really fun one-liners in this. Don't mess with the bull. You're gonna get the horn.
Oh, yeah.
all of it.
It's definitely quotable.
It is
super quotable.
It's really fun, and they're like, "Oh, what do you have a fake ID for?" So I can vote.
Yeah,
like it's
so funny.
Yeah.
Did you realize you made yourself 68 in this?
Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, I messed up, but I want to vote." 68. Yeah, it's kind of funny. So yeah, it for me. I feel super meh about it, but again, that's just because I'm now a jaded ass parent. So there it is.
There you go. That's okay. It's honest. That's
Yeah.
all we can ask for.
Yeah.
All right, so I am gonna give this a 4.25.
Ooh.
Coca-Colas. It for me, I'm not even gonna lie, it was a 5.
I'm sorry.
It lost 0.75 because no shit on my childhood.
Yep.
All your fault.
And
Snow.
made me realize like Bender's a dick in real life. And that makes me sad on the inside. So, but I still love
But
the
this movie shows you it's only what's on the outside that counts.
Wow.
There the fuck you go.
Superficial at all.
And that's wise words from brought to you by Snow.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Sorry, continue.
No, it's fine. All over it. No. So yeah, 4.25 Coca-Colas because I love this movie. I really do. And again, that scared me. Sorry.
That's your Coca-Cola.
No, Mellow Yellow.
I appreciate. Okay, all shtick aside, I appreciate what Hughes was trying to do, what he was coming at, what he was trying to portray. I did view it as a teen, so that really has carried me on because I've watched it so many times. I will admit, watching it now, one as a parent who doesn't quite have that situation,
Yeah.
which I'm fucking terrified. Like, let's put that on the record.
It's
Secondly,
teenagers are terrible.
Watching it with a critical eye.
Yeah.
Finding the goobers and the little like blips that don't quite line up.
Yeah.
Like they're blaring fucking music and shattering glass, and Vernon is nowhere to be fucking found.
That's because he's in the basement drinking beer.
They're down there drinking beer,
You're not
and
gonna
it's
hear anything down
ridiculous.
It's fine.
It just cracked. But yet he could, hear him screaming across the hall somehow, or screaming across the school singing. So there are gaps, there are things like that. But I love what Hughes was trying to do with this film. I thought that to see the range again with Molly Ringwald and Judd Nelson, who I like him. I liked him. And the other movie I loved him in was a film called Cabin on the Lake, where he played a serial killer. And I still would have banged him in that. So I have a weird thing for Judd Nelson.
I still think
You
I
have a
would
weird thing
prefer
for
RDJ.
serial killers.
Stop judging me!
Not. I'm just stating something.
They're
I
fascinating.
still love you.
They're fascinating. Tune in to Slasher Gal Pals. So anyways,
What was the moan for?
I heard that too.
Because he's tired and he's making everybody know he's tired. You
Really?
guys always sleep during our show. You don't
Moan
have
in
to make it more
silence.
obvious.
So yeah. Anyways, I finished my review.
Yeah, it's just your face, not yours.
So yeah, I'm still a big fan of this film. I do appreciate all you ladies watching it and being part of this episode. It was amazing, and thank you. And on that note, we're gonna let Brian take us out.
Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was we did wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write an essay telling you who we think we are. And you see us as you want to see us. In the simplest terms, with the most convenient definitions. But what we found out is that each one of us is a brain and an athlete
And a basket case. A princess.
and a criminal. Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
Thanks for listening.
Hey, bye everybody.
Hey.
What the hell?
I mean, oh.
And we're out.
Hi, this is Snow. Thanks for listening to our podcast, Barrel Aged Chicks. And the chicks are here! We are so excited to share our future episodes of Barrel Aged Chicks, FMK, and Slasher Gal Pals. We hope you are enjoying our shenanigans as much as we do. Give us a follow on Instagram at Barrel Aged Chicks. If you'd like the gals to do a fan request, contact us on Instagram and we will give you a personal shout out on the show. Our podcast is available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, and Good Pods. Swag available through the link on Instagram. Please check it out and thank you for your support. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio for his kick-ass music. He is amazing. Also, please grab a listen to the guys at Barrel Age Flicks Podcast. If you like booze, hilarity, and movies, check them out. Also, check out our network and other amazing podcasts at deluxeeditionnetwork.com. Bye till next time, and thanks for listening to our show. The party's leaving!